Heyo. All right, now. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Come on now. Heyo. It's a bit early for all this noise. What are you doing up, people? What's going on, everybody? Settle in, settle down, calm down. Let's get going here. Let's get going. We're live, everybody. Saturday morning, Saturn's Day morning. Welcome. Welcome. All hail Saturn. Saturn's Day. Shout out to all the small hatties out there, all our friends, their little hats. It's your day. Shabbat Shalom. Although if you are a small hattie, at least the observant ones, you're not hearing me right now because apparently you can't use technology today. Guys, I used to live in a town outside of Philly called Elkins Park, Pennsylvania. Jenkintown, Elkins Park, and a lot of small hatties, observant, orthodox. And Saturdays, man, you just see them. They'd all be walking around, walking to synagogue, and they had money, It's like these affluent, nice Jewish people just walking around for the day, every Saturday, man. They stick to that shit. No TV, no radio. That's a Sabbath, man. It's not like my Sabbath. I grew up Catholic. Our Sabbath is Sunday. All I had to do was go to church in the morning for like an hour, and that was it. Like, apparently, if you're Catholic, like, that's basically all you need to do. You don't really have to be like, a good person or anything. You just show up like an hour a week. Like, you punch in, punch out, and there you go. Eternal salvation. Anyway, let's get the show started right, guys. You can't just come in and start blabbing away. It's not a show. It's just like, I don't know. It's like verbal masturbation, pretty much. Let's get it going, everybody. Let's get it going. All right. Hey now. Let's get the show started. Let me give my let me do my official opening, and then we'll look and see who's here in the chat. Maestro, if you please. Maestro. Good morning, everybody. Grand Rising, Grand Approach. Welcome back to the show that never ends. I'm your host, Zetetic Warrior, but my friends call me Z. We're broadcasting live all around, because you can go around the flat Earth, not only to the 7 known continents, but all those lovely lands out beyond the ice wall. Much love, everybody. Much love. Who's here? YOLO Swaggins in the house. Sovereign Mist, much love. Bane Bear, probably in a shower, getting ready for work. Much love, Bane Bear. Ruled by Saturn says, great commentary on London's stream, Z. Classic Z. Yeah. I was over at London Man's last night. Pamela Mystical Musings, she was there. Much love, Pamela. Good to see you here this morning. Had a good time over at London Man's. Maybe we'll get into it a little bit. Capricorny. Moose in the house. Moose, Green Man. Who else? Moose talking about CBD. Anyway. Who else? Never take the jab in the house. Moose says he needs some energy today. It's looking foggy and low-key energy outside where he is. Well, Moose, I'll see what I can do for you. Guitar Bear in the house. Much love, much love. Austin Murphy. Special K. And Nuba. Way to go. Glyph, buongiorno to you. Thanks, Glyph. Bane Bear says, still in PJs. Gotcha, Bane Bear. Well, it is Saturday. Saturn's Day. All hail the almighty L, Saturn. We salute you. So I guess Bane Bear's just in his PJs, chilling. Much love. Yeti life. Good to see you, Home Slice. Music holds a secret. Good Morgan to you too. Yeah, guys. We're back. We're doing it live on a Saturday. Don't ask me why I'm streaming on the weekends. I just am. I just feel like it's the thing for me to do right now. So we're doing it. We're doing it. Been doing a lot of streaming lately. I was on, like a couple you brought up already, I was on London Man's channel last night. The London McLovin channel. London McLovin. On my computer's tripping out right now. Yeah, I was on, there he is. He just checked in. He said, Z, big up. Cheers for yesterday. Yeah, much love, London Man. Had a good stream last night. Good stream. London Man's got that that whole vibe over his channel. He's got his own frequency going. I don't know, London Man. As long as you're not employing that Axis Rap blood frequency. I brought it up a little bit to you last night, London Man, but I don't know. Have you checked your comments and your either in your live chats or your videos, London Man? Because apparently, like I said last night, Axis Rap Blood notified me that indeed he has given you the hate frequency technology. So I don't know. You're gonna have to look into that, London Man. For whatever reason, Rap Blood's going around the Truthiverse, and he's basically attempting to implement his hate frequency technology through multiple different platforms and channels. And apparently, London Man, you're next on his list. He's trying to use you to implement his final solution, so to speak, the Axis Red Blood final solution. For whatever reason, he appears to be hell bent on destroying the Truthiverse, which is weird, Axis Red Blood, because this is probably the only place where you get any like attention, you know. And I don't know why you would want to destroy the only place where people, you know, when people recognize you. But who knows? I'm not living your life, Axis. Like I said, maybe you have a thriving, you know, personal life. Maybe you're an upstanding member of your community. Like I said, Axis, I picture you as the suburban Satanist. So what do I know? But either way, London Man, yeah, just be careful, because Axis Rap Blood apparently he's on to you now, man. So he wants, you know, he's trying to incorporate you into his dastardly schemes as he plots to destroy all of us, man. Yeah, London Man says he wants no part of it. I don't blame you, dude. I told you, don't open the link. I think it's all about the link. Yeah. I don't know, Axis Rap Blood. We're going to keep our eye on you, dude. For some reason, I think, you know, you may need to be watched on these YouTube streets. Anyway. Sovereign said Axis's hate frequency seems to be working only on himself. Funny. Much love, Axis. Much love. What's Moose saying, Moose? Moose is coming out of the gates this morning. Moose is down this morning. I could just tell by his comments, his overall presentation. Come on, Moose. That's all right. He's talking about low energy beta bitches and stuff. You know, we're gonna bring it for you, Moose. That's why I'm here on Saturn's Day. I'm here to bring the heat. But yeah, guys, if you missed me on London Man's channel last night, maybe go check that out. We had some special friends stop by and say hi to us. So yeah, it was a good experience. We got into all kinds of juicy topics, so to speak. And I got to talk to Mr. Liedka. Marticus Farticus showed up with his new lady love. I got to razz him a little bit about his love life. Because Martin, that's what you get. You're gallivanting all across YouTube like a giddy schoolboy. Like I said, dude. Like I said, keep it in your pants, Martin. Keep it in your pants. Or maybe start an OnlyFans page. We can get to know you and your lady friend a little bit better, man. You could probably monetize that stuff, Martin. I'm sure there's a lot of your fans would like to see Martin Leakey in various stages of undress. I don't know. Just saying. You and your lovely lady, Cheryl. London Man's laughing. I was trying to see last night how many times I can make London Man do like a spit take and cough on his blunt. I think I was successful at least 2 or 3 times with making London Man kind of do a spit take, more of a cough take. London Man's not used to guys like me. He's not used to like crude Guido Wop, East Coast, New Jersey guys like me who just say weird, fucked up stuff. London Man's, he's British, so he's courteous, he's polite. You know, he never takes his tea before, the apportioned tea time, which I think is 4 o'clock. I don't know. Maybe Brits can correct me. He never takes tea at 3. Shout out to Rolling Stones. Moose says, London, you better watch out. Z takes ownership of his harem. I don't know, Moose. From what I hear, London Man is he's a taken guy. He's already spoken for it in terms of a relationship. I don't know, London Man, unless something changed. London Man's been given some indications. London Man, maybe I'm reading into things a little bit. I've been known to do that from time to time, but based on some of the things London Man's said recently, I don't know. It seems like his relationship status might be, let's say, complicated. I don't know, London Man. I could have just projected. You could be in a happy little marriage I just don't know about, but who knows? Or I just could be projecting. Yeah, I don't know, London Man. We'll just leave it there. I don't want to push you on it. Just wondering. Keith Connolly, name I've never seen, checking in, says, "What's this channel about? Question mark. Gossip?" I don't know, chat. Maybe you could answer our new friend Keith here. Maybe answer both questions. First of all, what's this channel about? And then, is it about gossip? I don't know. Keith. Maybe you need to stick around and find out. Should I answer Keith about what this channel's about? Keith? All right, Keith. Are you paying attention? Are you still here? Let me tell you what this channel's about. Let me just lay it all out for our new friend Keith. Don't run away, Keith. You'll be okay. You found your way here somehow. I know it wasn't an algorithm that brought you here. There he is. Here's Keith. Sure. All right, Keith is still here. All right, Keith, ready? You want to know what this channel's about? Yeah. Help Keith out as I help Keith out. Keith, this channel's about me, the guy you're looking at. This guy right here. My name's Z, Zetetic Warrior. That's not my real name. It's a screen name. My real name's John, but it's apparently the second most common name in the world, so just call me Z. That's what this channel's about. It's about me. This channel's about me and my journey. It's about me and my little hijinks. You can call it gossip if you want to. I don't know. Is telling the world that the globe is a lie gossip? I don't know. Is informing the world that we're living under tyranny and slavery, mainly a mental and conscious and psychic tyranny that we project out into an external prison and we're basically manifesting our enslavement? I don't know. Is that gossip? You tell me, Keith, if that's gossip. You tell me. Is it gossip if I'm here trying to tell the world that the powers that shouldn't be have been hiding medicine for centuries, if not millennia, and presenting us with poison called pharmakia? I don't know, Keith. Is that gossip? Maybe you can tell me. Yeah, thanks. Never take the jab. Or sometimes I just try to fuck my listeners. There's that part of the show too, Keith. I don't know. But I probably won't try to fuck you. So, anyway, hang around. Keith says we're in a game. It's hard to disagree with that, Keith. Seems like a game. Seems like a game. The only difference is I don't know, what the stakes are in this game. Are there consequences? Is it a simulation, like a simulation game, where if you die, you just hit the reset button and you're back here and there's really no consequences? You're just an avatar, which is one of my issues with quote unquote simulation theory, which I'm not for or against as such. But if you're going to tell me this is just a simulation, like a Sims game graphics card, well, then I wonder, where's the consequences? Because then can we just do whatever we want? Is it truly do what thou wilt? Keith says all games have adversaries. Agree, but are there consequences to this game? What are the stakes? Keith, come on, Keith. Don't piss me off. It's early in the morning. You show up here and you start asking me questions. I don't mind questions, but it's a little early. Give me a break. Keith just says, of course. Keith, I do an open panel, so I dropped the link. I dropped the link in the second hour of the show. But I'm already getting the vibes from you, but you're not like a panel kind of person. You seem like a chat person, so enjoy. All my friends here, help Keith out. Keith might need a little help this morning to guide him into the Z show. Take him by the hand. All are welcome. All are welcome, Keith. Enter the light of illumination that is the Z show. Soon to be the Z network. Soon to be the Z network. Yeah, laugh it up, Snafu Snaps. Down there laughing and giggling and shit. You're a lunatic. Heidi says, I'm tired. Need my coffee. I'm slacking in chat. Yeah, Heidi. It's all right. I'm sure your fingers get tired. You're consistently on these chats. You seem to never stop. Snafu just says, Keith, are you a victim when people talk with 4 question marks? I don't know what you mean, Snafu, but it's kind of funny anyway. Tristan Lavrak in the house. Who else is here? Emmanuel. Happy L Day to you. Saturn's Day. All hail, Lord Saturn. All hail, Lord Kronos, aka Saturn. We bow to you. All hail. Ruled by Saturn in the house. This is your day, ruled by Saturn. Much love. Much love, much love. Yeah. Never Take Jab says the chat is like the pit, but he won't get out like Batman did. Like Bane. Does that make me Bane? Like Bane Bear? Keys with a lisp. Interesting. Moose says, Keith, all you need to do is close your eyes and open your mouth. Receive the blessing. Unbelievable. No says, great show last night, Z. Much love, No. Much love. Again, shout out to our boy, London McLovin. London, man. Mateo says, do you make sure you consume polyphenols in your diet? What are your thoughts on resveratrol? No, Mateo, you know I can't give out medical advice here on YouTube. That would be unseemly. That would be just inappropriate for so many reasons, Mateo. You know that. You know that. Moose says, the only thing that lives longer than Keith Richards is an Oscar Mayer wiener. Yeah. I'm not big on preservatives and hot dogs. I try to eat clean, everybody. Doesn't always happen. But more and more I try to. I just feel better when I do. I don't really trust restaurants either. You know, I've worked in some restaurants, and you would hope that people have like common decency, right? That they would practice certain, you know, health and safety standards in their jobs. But most people don't. They don't care. Like they don't care if the coleslaw's been in the fridge a couple days too long. They'll still throw it on your plate. They don't really care if the chicken wasn't stored at the proper temperature in the freezer. They're still going to cook it up and give it to you, guys. You see what I'm saying? Especially uncooked things like salads and things. So unless I really know the restaurant and stuff and trust it, I'm not too keen on eating out at restaurants. It doesn't work out for me. I'd rather just eat something plain. I'd rather sit home and open a can of sardines, and like eat that with some like, I don't know, like a tortilla or a tostada with some steamed broccoli. I'll fucking rather eat that. I'd rather eat like some trail mix and a mozzarella stick. I'm trying to get off the dairy. Like I never just drink like a glass of milk. That doesn't agree with me, but I can handle cheese pretty good. So there's certain cheeses I like still, but I'm trying to even cut the cheese and shit out of my life. Yeah. I said the other day, if anybody wants to know the ultimate Z diet or what I recommend, look up the Pegan diet. All right. It's like vegan, but instead of V, it's a P. And it's a mixture of the best of both worlds of the Paleolithic diet or the paleo diet and veganism, right? And it puts them together. And there you go. If you want to know what Z says, if somebody was like, oh, Z, what should I eat? Z, tell me, please. And I would just say, I can give you my own answer, but I could just sum it up and say, the closest thing I've found to what my ultimate ideal diet is this Pegan diet. Take it for what it's worth. I don't want to scream. Are you listening, Keith? Is this gossip, Keith? Is this gossip? Keith, Connolly, whoever you are? Pay attention, Keith. You might learn something. Because very likely you're just revolving in ignorance. Keith, you probably think you have it all figured out. Like most people. I mean, I don't want to project onto you, Keith, but if you're anything like 99.9 repeating percent of the populace, you think you have it all figured out. And you really very likely know nothing. It's not your fault, though. They did it to you. Who's they, Z? Who's they? Look, if I have to explain to you who they are, then, maybe you need a little bit more time. But they did this to you, Keith. They did it to you. They told you that they have it all figured out. And they don't, Keith. They don't. When you look up at the sky in the heavens, you know as much as anybody, Keith. There's no there's no astrologist, or astronomer. There's no, you know, aerospace engineer. You understand? There's no astrophysicist who knows more than you do, Keith. Just look up in the sky. You know as much as anybody because they don't know shit. They're going to tell you they have it all figured out. They don't know anything. Why am I going to Keith? See, Keith came in, asked a couple questions. And now I'm just banging on Keith. I know, Pamela's probably not Pamela, Mystical Musings, and Heidi. How am I going to get any new listeners if every time somebody new comes in, I just start bagging on them? That's probably not the best recipe for success. But I don't know. People seem to like it. I go hard at people, and they still seem to come here, you know? So, I don't know. Maybe they understand. Well, what do I know? Jolly Man says, don't feed the trolls. No, I feed off the trolls. That's my whole thing, Jolly Man. I alchemize the trolls into content. I use my beingness, my consciousness, as a transmuter of energy. So they come at me with those negative axis rat blood hate frequencies. But, you know, then I just kind of transmute that into like some good positive vibrations, good vibrations. Shout out to the Beach Boys. Guys, the Beach Boys were just one guy who wrote all the music. One of the brothers. I forget his fucking name now. Who was the main Beach Boy guy? Somebody will tell me. He basically wrote everything. Like he wrote Pet Sounds, and they just brought in a bunch of studio musicians. Is it Wilson? Dennis Wilson is his name, something like that. Brian Wilson. Thanks, Green Man. Thanks. I was halfway there. Green Man got me. Brian Wilson. He just wrote all the songs, guys. If you're to believe the story, some people don't think any of those groups wrote anything, but and he would just bring the guys in to sing. Apparently, all the music for their most iconic albums, like Pet Sound, which many people consider like the greatest rock album ever, most influential, most groundbreaking. None of the Beach Boys played any of the instruments. It was just Brian Wilson and a bunch of studio musicians. And then they all came in and sang. And they say it's the same thing for the Beatles, believe it or not, that basically the Beatles, they were just having, all the music was just written for them. And they were just having, these studio musicians would just come in, knock out all the music, the tracks basically, and then they'd bring in the four lads from Liverpool to drop the fucking vocals in. And it was just a fucking puppet show, man. It was just a puppet show. So it's sad to think of it, man, because you love these bands. At least I did. You fall in love with all these groups, and then you realize that a lot of it was just a sham. It was just it's a show, guys. Take it for what it's worth. Shout out to Brian Wilson. Andrew B in the house said Brian Wilson did more drugs than Ozzy. Squirrel Sniper. Good to talk to you last night, Squirrel Sniper. Says Tavistock Institute. Well, you said it, not me. You said it, not me. Yellow Swaggin said David Hasselhoff is the original Beach Boy. I don't even know what to say to that fucking comment. Yeah, Brian Wilson. Brian Wilson, everybody. Yeah, Pet Sounds is a great album. Great album. Divine Spirit says, Keith, Z is an arsehole. It's not personal. Now, Heidi, come on. You're just going to classify me as a quote-unquote arsehole? Interesting. Mateo says about 70% of humans are lactose intolerant. After 8 years old, milk doesn't get optimized, and you're not supposed to consume. Again, Mateo fucking hammering it home in the chats. I'd have to agree with that, Mateo. Sounds about right. So I'm trying to get milk out of my life. I go through phases in terms of my diet, guys. For whatever reason, I've been eating a lot of cheeses lately. I like taking regatta cheese. Guys, I'm a Guido Italian. Look at me. Glyph knows. He's a fucking guinea like I am. I'm a Goomba Guinea Wop. I'm a Jersey Shore fucking greaseball Italian guy. It's hard for me not to eat cheese. And I've been eating like regatta cheese with like jam, like preserve. So I just get the regatta cheese and I eat it with like a strawberry preserve or jam or jelly. And I like it. To me, that's almost like a dessert. It's like ice cream, but not. Heidi says, Z, it's not personal. It just is. Either way, Heidi. It's all good. Much love. Much love. Yeah, Banebear. Glyph lives in Italy. You're right about that. Banebear's got everybody down. He keeps track of the Z show. Never takes jab. Says, when are you going to do another stream in the forest, Z? When I'm in the forest, that's not a stream. That's just me doing a video. I don't know. I like doing the live stuff now. Never take the jab. Those canned videos are one thing, but it's another thing to get on here, hit the live button, and just go in front of you guys and do my thing. It's a completely different energy when you have a crowd. Yeah, Pamela in the house. Vancy here. So yeah, we had a fun time on London Man's last night. Fun time. Hopefully we'll see our friend Marticus over here at some point. Chop it up with us. Martin's been on the show a few times. He's been on Z's show to go through the Z archives. I've been on his show. Martin and I get along because we have the same fucking insanity, very likely. We're basically overgrown children. We both realize that we're never going to grow up. And I think we both accepted it. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, Martin, but that's just my take on the whole thing. Glyph says he lives near Venice. And he's American expat. Nice, Glyph. Venice is a very, very interesting place. Sovereign just says his blood plasma refined urine. I don't know. I'll let you handle that topic, Sovereign Mist. That's all you. I'm not a urine drinker, guys. I know a lot of my listeners indulge in the fermented piz. I don't drink my own urine. I'm not completely against it. Like, it may be something that I pursue at some point, maybe. But I just can't get past that barrier at this point. I can't drink my own piss. I don't know. Very likely can't. Maybe I don't know. I'd actually be more inclined to drink somebody else's piss before mine, like the right person. Like Christy Lee Dolls, who's not here this morning. She was up late last night because she was over watching me on London Man. I'm much more likely to drink Christy Lee Doll's urine than my own. I don't know why either. You would think that would be worse somehow, but like if Christy Lee Dolls like straddled over top of me, you know, like some kind of like ornate fountain, you know, like the Venus de Milo. Like I picture Christy Lee Dolls like the Venus de Milo, you know, that famous painting, Venus de Milo, where she's in the seashell with her long hair. So I basically picture Christy Lee Dolls as Venus de Milo and with her clamshell. And I'm basically, you know, she's straddling me. And I'm under her, staring up at her clamshell, and you know, and then we do our thing. I'm more likely to drink urine in that circumstance. But for me, just to piss in a cup and turn around and drink it, it's probably not going to happen. And I know a lot of you guys here drink it. I know it. I know it. Yeah, Andrew B says, Z, that's a bit weird. And Andrew, coming from you, who's been dubbed on my show like probably the creepiest man around, no offense. Coming from you, that is weird. You're right. You're right. Oh, IC's here. IC's back. She says, dude, how am I supposed to take you seriously? I see. Who said you're supposed to take me seriously? See, it begs the question. I'm the guy who answers questions with questions. So when IC says, how am I supposed to take you seriously? I just say, who said you're supposed to take me seriously? That's probably not the way to navigate this this show or even this world. You know, you probably don't want to take anything seriously in this clown jester-like reality. There's better ways to handle this fucking mind matrix that they've created for us. This world of fucking clown-like elves, jesters, gremlins, and goblins. We were talking a little bit about that last night, so it's on my mind. It's a strange place you find yourself in, guys. Probably the very worst thing you could do is to take this place with any degree of seriousness. It's probably not going to help you. Andrew B just says, I'm not creepy. Andrew B, you could just say over and over again that you're not creepy, but nobody here's buying it, dude. If you're creepy, you're creepy. Either just accept it or work on being less creepy. You know, my audience was trying to give you tips, Andrew, on how to reduce your creep factor. You might want to go back and listen to it. What's up, IC? Where have you been? You keep saying you missed us. Where have you been, IC? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, London Man comes here every day just to fucking laugh. That's like London's thing. He comes here just to see what kind of zany, wacky thing I'm going to say next. And he just sits there, probably smoking 7 blunts in the dark, just laughing and giggling and shit at all my antics. Graffiti tattoo in the house. Says, got to be from Jersey to understand. Yeah, it's a Jersey thing. It's a Jersey thing. No doubt. Who else is here? Mental Pancakes. Coming at you. Who else? Much love, everybody. Much love. Yeah, I'm not drinking the urine, guys. I'm just not doing it. Talcott clip collection is here. Talcott clip collection. I've been inviting our friend, Mr. Talcott, over to my show. I did it again last night. We'll see if he shows up. So anyway, Talcott clip collection. When I bring Jack on, I have a number of skits that I'm going to try to do with him. So I want you to pay attention to my Jack skits because I think you'll be able to use them, Mr. Talcott clip collection. I've designed my Talcott segments here specifically for you. So I hope it'll give you some good content, so to speak. It's all about that content. How about our friend Jack Talcott? He stopped in, said hi to us on the London McLovin channel last night, and it appears like Jack is moving up in the world, man. He seems to be getting in the room with some heavy hitters, at least on the YouTube platform. Whatever, Jack using his networking skills. I said a long time ago that in some ultimate twist of irony, some cruel fate, you know, and some cruel jester-like, you know, alternative reality, that Jack Talcott is probably going to be the most successful out of all of us. People like the prosperity gospel. Jack's going to move his way right on up this platform. Very likely. How the worm turns. Very soon, I'll be begging Jack to get on his show. Hey, Jack, can you let me up? Can you introduce me to your 500,000 subscribers? We know it. We know Jack's going to be the one. We know it. Green Man says, I don't know Jack. Well, you're missing out. Maybe not. Yeah, I see. He's out of the gates active this morning. I see. Yeah. Big up Jack Talcott. That's right, McLovin. London Man, you're a Talcott fan apparently. I've classified London Man as an unironic Talcott fan. They're out there, everybody. Believe it or not, they're out there. The unironic Talcottians. I'm telling you, man, Jack's gonna make it, man. He's gonna make it. Jack's gonna be the Joel Osteen of YouTube. He's gonna have like a huge congregation, tens of thousands of people, just following and listening to his every word. Talcott definitely, Talcott has like prosperity cult leader written all over him, man. He really does. Yeah. Much love, Talcott. Talcott has become his own entity. He's a living meme. He's a breathing trope. Yeah. Much love, everybody. Much love. Andrew B says self-projecting seems to happen a lot from people behind the screen. Andrew, just get over it, dude. If people think you're creepy, they think you're creepy. The more you fight against it, the creepier you're going to look, dude. Just use it. There's a lot of creepy guys, Andrew, that still do well with the ladies. Think about it. Marilyn Manson, look at that guy. He's creepy as fuck. He was a lady killer back in the day. All these guys, they're creepy, but they get the ladies. They're into it. All these like rock stars and stuff, creepy as fuck, man. All these weird guys. Look at Axis Rat Blood. He's the creepiest guy I think any of us have ever seen. And he has like a cult following. He has his acolytes. I guarantee you Axis Rat Blood's getting laid. On the steady, very likely. Who's creepier than Axis Rat Blood, Andrew B? And I guarantee he gets more strange than you and me combined. So, my point is, Andrew B, just dive straight into the creepiness. Don't run from it. Alchemize it. Learn the art of transmutation, dude. That's what I'm into. It's probably the only way, dude. Sometimes the best way out is through. You understand? You just keep going through it, dude. You don't turn around. There's a point where you're too far gone. You can't turn around. You just have to keep going. So that's what I'm saying, Andrew B. You're creepy, but just wear it proudly, dude. Ride it till the wheels fall off. Be creepy. You'll be fine. I mean, Andrew, can you blame people? You come on here, you say you're going to Flattoberfest, and that you've rented a room already with the expressed intent of dragging up one of these flat earth skeezers into your hotel room for like a weekend of like, steamy, hot, debaucherous sex. Like, you're pretty much letting the world know like what you're all about. And then you can't really complain afterwards if people call you creepy, dude. It's just the way it is. Help Andrew B out, guys. He wants to fuck a flat earther. Like, that's his goal right now. Which, Andrew, I'm starting to understand why people don't like us flat earthers and why we get such a bad name, because we're fucking really weird people. Like, Andrew B comes on my stream and just says, yeah, I want to fuck a flat earth girl. That, you have to understand how that looks to a lot of people. Like, it looks weird to me, dude, and I'm a weird guy. There's not many flat earth chicks, dude. The slim pickings, Andrew. You're going to have to work on it. These flat earth girls are going to have to be willing to offer themselves to, the multitude of, the men in the FE community. You guys got to learn how to give it up. You can't be stingy. Like, you can't just go after the top guys. We have to reverse this. And I'm not for this. Like, typically, and under normal circumstances, I don't think women should be like that. But in this particular circumstance, given the times that we're in, I think you ladies, you ladies, you flat earth ladies need to offer it up a bit more to all the guys of the community. So, I don't know. So Andrew B seems to think that these flat earth meetups are just basically a sex orgy. Like, that's Andrew's idea. Like, he's not there to meet people, exchange ideas, to engage in camaraderie and friendship. Andrew B just wants to get laid. Anyway, I don't know, Andrew. At least you're honest. Heidi just says, what was in Z's coffee? It's all right, Andrew. Learn to laugh at yourself. That's all you could really do. Andrew says, yeah, Heidi, he certainly does. I get his sense of humor. What do you mean humor? I'm being serious here, Andrew. Get with it. I'm actually trying to give you life advice. Embrace your creepiness, dude. Just go with it. There's certain chicks that'll get really, there's certain chicks that are going to be into that, bro. Especially these chicks around here. Like, I see just says, Puerto Ricans are so fucking hot. It's hard to disagree with. No Despair Bear just says truth or trim. That's really what it's all about, is truth or trim. I like all the truth or trim that collects around here. I hoard my truth or trim. No Despair Bear. I'll dole it out to you plebes as I see fit. But I control the truth or trim here in the Z network. Don't worry, though. There seems to be enough for all of us. Andrew B said, come on, Z. That's not what I said at all. Andrew, it's all on record, dude. You can care less about anything else regarding this Flattoberfest. You can care less about anything. It's for you, it's all about the truth or trim, dude. Just admit it, Andrew. You're going to Vegas on a mission. I know you are, dude. Which is fine. Because at least, again, you're upfront about it. You admit it. These other guys like Rob Cleveland and our friend Brian O'Shea, they're showing up to these events for the same reason. They're just not going to say it like Andrew B. He's just jumping right out the window. It's crazy. It's crazy. Mateo says, what man talks about other men and calls them creepy? He said that's women shit. Well, Mateo, I mean, I didn't call him creepy. It was actually Wobbly Boost, of all people, basically started this whole creepy Andrew narrative. So I'm just, relaying it to my audience. Wow, Andrew. See, this is where you get in trouble, Andrew. You make a comment like this. I'm going to quote Andrew here. I'm certainly not creepy. The doctor I hooked up with yesterday certainly didn't think so. See, Andrew, that's creepy. You're not helping your cause here, dude. Like bragging about fucking some doctor yesterday. That's creepy, dude. See, that's why you're creepy, Andrew, because you don't know how creepy you actually are. Like just saying that solidifies exactly how fucking disturbed you likely are. Like the doctor I hooked up with yesterday. Like, what's the flex on the doctor thing? Like, is that like? Why are you flexing with the doctor thing? Like, why did you specify that you fucked a doctor? Like, what is that? I want to know. Did you ask her? Did you ask her if she was clot shotted up? You know about that shedding, Andrew? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, Andrew. I'm just wondering. You got to watch nowadays who you're interacting with. I'm just saying. I mean, Andrew, I get it. I'm not saying that all clot shotters are off my menu because that really does narrow the dating pool, so to speak. But I have to admit that it's a part of my thought process if I'm entertaining some physical interaction, or if I'm at least entertaining the thought of some physical interaction with these women. You know, if they've received a clot shot, that has to weigh into it. But I don't want to be hypocritical, Andrew, because likely, given the right circumstance, I'd probably still go forward with whatever needed to happen, even if she was jabbed up. So I'm just saying, Andrew, did you ask her? Did you have the conversation? I don't want these bitches shedding on me, if that's even a thing. And the other thing is, if these people are shedding, so to speak, whatever that fucking means, then we're all just in it anyway, guys. You can't escape it. You can't live your life in a bubble. So if they're basically geoengineering us with their, what is it, the mRNA, if they are using their fucking pharmakia to basically genetically engineer us to some transhumanist fucking, you know, some transhumanist, whatever you want to call it. I don't even want to call us people, but if they're doing it, yeah, the mRNA. She said they're injecting farm animals with mRNA. If it's everywhere, it's everywhere, guys. So whatever they're putting in these shots, to me, it's less about what's in it, and it's more about the spiritual or conscious submission that you're making when you accept these clot shots. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? You understand? It's you bending the knee to tyranny. I don't care if it's saline solution inside these things. Then we don't have to argue what's in it. You understand? We don't have to fucking argue what's in it. We don't have to argue about graphene oxide, mRNA. We don't have to argue about that. Because in reality, we don't know. We could all sit here and speculate. We could think that we know, but we don't. It's really not what's in it. It's about the process of control. It's about tyranny. You understand? Anyway, it's my take on it. We're all over the place this morning. Jay Isaac, referring to last night's take, he said, was Martin calling Skiba a shill? It's funny, Jay Isaac, you picked up, there was a few things that Martin said that I picked up on, and that was one of them. So I don't want to put words into Martin's mouth, but I'll let your question answer itself. Was Martin calling Skiba a shill? I don't know. Green Man says nanotech. Yeah. Look, if there's nanotech everywhere. If they can put it in a shot, they can put it in the water, they can put it in aerosolized form. You understand? If they want to geoengineer or bioengineer us, they could bioengineer us. They didn't have to put it in a shot, guys. Get it? There's nasal sprays that they're using to, you know, administer their vaccines, so to speak, their inoculations. Do you understand? They could do it in a nasal spray, which means they don't have to stick a needle in your arm. Get it? If they could do it in aerosolized form in a nasal spray, they could just fucking spray it in the air if they wanted to. You guys have to understand what this reality is. You have to really get a hold of it. I don't want to scream, so I'm going to try not to. Stop playing into their narrative. Jay Isaac says, do you think ghosts move beer and cigarettes? I don't know, Jay Isaac. You're spiraling on last night's stream. What's going on, Moose? Are you going at it with people here in chat? Because Monk says Moose is in his feelers and he's being a hater. Moose says, when you manipulate someone else into being your object, you'll end up having a daughter who gets used and abused. Interesting, Moose. Interesting. So you're saying, like, for men, there's like a karmic price. Like, if you're just like a man whore, you know, and you're just hitting and quitting these bitches and just running through them, that you're saying likely some karma will kick in and then you'll have a daughter in the same position. Yeah, he says, go out there and pound pussy irresponsibly, gloating about it. If you ever have a daughter, you'll be able to see the sick, twisted game you're all playing. Wow. Fair enough, Moose. Fair enough. Are you listening there, Andrew B? You just want to run through these truther chicks? You trying to pick up this flat earth trim? Moose is going to take issue with it, dude. Yeah, Andrew B says, I don't even want to hug my family members that got jabbed. I stay away from that shit as much as possible. That makes two of us, Andrew, but we're not going to escape it, man. We're not, dude. They're just going to be everywhere, dude. What are we going to do? We're going to isolate ourselves. We're going to create like a break-off community or quote unquote society where we just isolate ourselves from all these fucking NPC drone people that we see around us. It's probably not going to happen, dude. Look, guys, here's the thing, man. Here's the way I'm looking at it lately. We like to think that we're in this pristine, godly realm and that there's like an evil force here that's trying to, you know, take our soul, so to speak. The reality is we're very likely in a fallen realm, guys. Your fleshly bodies, this physical world that we perceive as reality, is very likely a fallen place, right? So to escape sin, you're not going to be able to do it. You're immersed in sin. These religions want to tell you that you're born into sin, quote unquote, original sin, that your bodies are sinly in and of themselves. Do you get it? There's a lot to that, guys. You know, I'm not a doctrine Bible believer by any means, but you have to look into it. Read between the lines. What are they telling us? Very likely this fleshly world that we exist in is a fallen realm. You want to stay pure in this realm, it's probably not going to happen. Your best shot is probably to preserve some sense of soul or spirit, if that even is a thing. Whatever it is that makes you, whatever it is that connects you to the overall consciousness, call it God, call it whatever you want. Your best chance is probably to preserve it here. But to think you're going to exist in this world as some enlightened Buddha, it's a pipe dream. It's not going to happen, guys. I don't believe that you can achieve that in this world. Very likely we're in a fallen world. This isn't Eden. We were exiled from Eden. We were kicked out. Once you leave those gates, once you leave the gates of Eden, you exist in a world of... Anyway. Moose says there's no escaping it. Right. That doesn't mean be a reprobate. It means to look at this world in a balanced way, a functional way, a way where we're not constantly swinging from extreme to extreme on some, some pendulum. Let's try to move past these things. Glyph says this is hell. I mean, potentially. But even saying it's hell is an extreme thought. Does it have to be hell? How's this? Does it have to be heaven or hell? Do we, can it be somewhere, something else? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Vancy says we all become singularity in the end. Maybe. Maybe. Moose says karmic balance. Monk still going off. I don't know, man. Moose is going at it with somebody, dude. Take it easy, Moose. Andrew B says Moose probably abuses animals for fun. Wow, Moose. Now, I mean, Andrew, for you to make that claim against Moose, especially when you've been the victim, so to speak, of certain baseless and defamatory and slanderous claims here in my show. I don't know, Andrew. One would think you would have more understanding towards our friend Moose, and he'd maybe hold back from just making baseless claims like that he probably abuses animals. I don't know. I mean, you did qualify it with the word probably, so I don't know. Maybe I could let you slide on that one. Not sure. Who knows? Not sure, guys. It is the second hour. We're in hour 2 of the Z Show. Saturn's Day morning. It's probably a good time to drop the link in. See if any of you lovely guys and dolls want to come up and chop it up with your boy Z. Or not. I could just sit here and just riff. I do 3 hours every day, guys. One morning I'm going to go up and I'm going to come on here and just do a show where it's just me, and I'm not going to open the panel up. And half the audience is going to spiral. Because most of you, if not all of you, you just behave as like trained fucking monkey bots. You're just on here looking for the dopamine hit. You just love the programming. So you want to come on here and you want to see all the familiar faces on panel. You want to watch people fight and scream at each other. Get you all fired up, get your emotions going. Y'all need help. Every one of you guys needs help. At least Heidi's aware of it. Like, Heidi is aware of her addiction to the metaverse. Heidi even tries to step away sometimes, which is fine, Heidi. You and I will step away together, Heidi. I'm going to take my trip down to Florida one of these days, and you and I will just grab like an Airbnb or, we'll just shack up for like 3 days, Heidi. 2 at the least. And it'll just be me and you, and I'll give you my full attention, Heidi. For 3 days. I'll just go to work on you for 3 days. And that'll be our like vacay from the Truthiverse. Yeah, exactly. She says yes. We'll take a vacation, we'll just forget all our troubles. And we'll do our thing. But then I'm gone, Heidi. I'm not going to be there afterwards to be like your emotional tampon. It's not going to happen. we'll bring somebody else in for that. Like I nominated Thunder Chicken. You know, I'm not going to be there to like deal with all the stuff that's going to follow, like all the, the emotional stuff that goes into that. We're going to bring somebody else to handle that. I'm just going to go in and do what I need to do. Yeah. She says it's okay. Because I'm sure there's plenty of guys in Heidi's life that she can get to come in and play the role of the, you know, the beta boy. We'll let somebody else come in and do that, Heidi. So we'll take our little vacay from the metaverse, and we'll do what needs to be done. Yeah, much love. What's Vancy say? Vancy says, Z, I agree. I need a ton of help. But it is what it is. If you don't laugh, you cry. Yeah, Vancy, great point, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. This goes for everybody listening to me right now. Try not to take yourself so seriously. It's a big problem people have, whether it's ego or whatever else, is that we like to be the heroes of our own little stories, our own little narratives that we create in our head. But the problem is, as we elevate ourselves to hero, we make other people the villains, right? Which is easy, because if they're bad, that makes us good, right? So we categorize people, we categorize ourselves. But often we're basing the standards of the categories on our own underlying indoctrinated belief systems. So we believe things, and based on these unconscious or subconscious beliefs, we then judge others and ourselves. But it's too easy to do that, guys. It's very base. It's easy to say I'm good and he's bad. It's easy to say that. It's easy to say I'm right and they're wrong. It's very convenient, right? To always place yourself in the center and you make yourself the moral authority. We need to get away from these things. We need to move forward. Here's Thunder Chicken. We're just talking about your Thunder Chicken. Go back and rewind it if you want. Yeah, IC's going crazy in the chat this morning. She's coming out of the gates. She says, life's too hard to take seriously. That's right, IC. You tell him. Shifty Eyes Shady says, some people want to be the villain or the anti-hero. Yeah. Yeah. No just says, don't eat the turkey sandwich on the first date. That's disgusting, no. Z says, don't eat the turkey sandwich. I mean, I think I know what you're alluding to, but everybody out there, Z says, don't eat the, I always thought it was a roast beef sandwich. But anyway, the point is, don't be going down on these broads, guys. I don't want to, I've done it, I've already gone down this road too much on my channel, but IC, weigh in on the subject, IC, because I know IC, you're probably a good person to ask about this. Here's IC, the lovely IC right here. I just put her up if anybody could see her. IC, she's been on the show before. The lovely IC. IC, I recommend to my audience and everybody, really, all the men out there, that even women, I recommend that it's not a good idea to be performing cunnilingus. I don't think going down on these bitches is a good idea for a lot of reasons. What's your take, IC, on this topic? Should men be going down on these women? I'd like to hear what you have to say on the subject. Um, I've given my take on it multiple times, but very few men in this truthiverse seem to agree with me. Most of you guys just play the simp line. Oh Z, you got to give to get, equal partnership. No, stop it, guys. There's no give to get. There's no equal partnership. That's not a thing at all. Doesn't make sense. But what's your take on it? I see. I know you're busy still saying hi to people in the chat and everything. Like you're in, like you're in some kind of pageant or something. What's your take? I see. Cunnilingus. Yes or no? You know, should guys be dropping down on these chicks? I mean, Sovereign just says smells like fish tastes like chicken. So keep on licking. I added that last part, but um, you know, it's crazy. Like that's gross. See, Heidi just says many flavors of panty pudding. Just calling it panty pudding right there almost made me throw up in my mouth. I still might, by the way. Roll by Saturn just says cooties. I agree. Cooties is probably the best reason to stay away. IC says, which type of woman? It's a give-give situation. Right. So no, that's the wrong take, IC. You're wrong on that. It's not a give-give. It's a stay away from situation. It's a just don't do it situation. It's a forget about it situation. There's no give-give. There's no give-take. You shouldn't be down there, guys. Don't listen to what anybody tells you. It's not a place for you. It's not. It's just not. There's just too much going on down there. It's just it's too much, man. It's a risk reward thing, guys. You have to do a cost benefit analysis in anything in life. And when I work out the numbers, it just doesn't add up. There's no reason to be down there. Anyway, let me drop the link in. I never dropped it. Right, Ruled by Saturn says, that's why I like Ruled by Saturn, because Ruled by Saturn typically shows to be the voice of reason. Ruled by Saturn says, more risk than reward. That's pretty much it. It doesn't work out for you after a long time. It's not just about, it's not just a health and safety issue. There's more to it. Like, think of it from her position. Like, she's sitting there, she looks down. Think about what you look like, guys, out down there, fucking munching away. Like, think about how stupid you look doing that. And admit it, ladies, I see and Heidi, when you're sitting there, like, in your head, and you're, like, just pretending like you're the queen of the world, as you got some simp down there, like, with his head between your legs. You're not respecting that dude in that situation. You're, like, laughing at him. You're getting off on it, not just because of the physical sensation. Like, you're getting off that this idiot is down there doing this to you. And you basically got over on him. Admit it. Right. Like Heidi says, oh, Z, I am the queen. There's no queen without a king, Heidi. I want you to remember that. Only in this modern, fucked up, inverted, mixed up world did they tell you that you can have a queen without a king. In reality, when the king dies, watch what happens to the queen. She's usually like, it's not good for her. They don't just say, oh, you're still the queen. No. No. You're not a queen without a king. Stop it. Mateo just says yes. Yeah. Think about how dumb you look from her perspective, guys. You're down there like a thirsty dog just trying to lap up the last scrap of water in your bowl. It's fucking disgusting. Get over it. Tired of it. Yeah, just keep laughing, Heidi. Keep nervously laughing as I just fucking lay it down for all you people. Disgusting. IC says foreplay. Here's the thing, IC. You know as well as I do. If the chick really wants you, you really don't need much foreplay. You really don't. Like, if a chick's into you guys, she's just going to be into you. You don't have to go through this whole fucking stupid foreplay ritual with these chicks. It'll just happen, man. She'll be gushing wet by the time you got those panties down. You don't have to do all these things. It's not going to work for you. If you need to go down there like a thirsty fucking greyhound after a race and lap it up and grab a bowl, a bowl of it, no. If you have to do that, something's wrong. Yeah. No says Vikings' wives would go off in his flaming longboat. Tell him, no. Tell him how it is. These chicks, like, they've been watching too many movies. They think that, like, there could be a queen without a king. Think again, ladies. Think again. Yellow Swaggin asked the important questions. Says, is pussy vegan? Yeah. Manuel knows the king dies and the queen goes into the fire, to the cremation fire. Look, guys, it is what it is. Vibrating sound just says, bow to the king, baby. Bow to the king. Man, Moose is going off. Moose says, losers break down to rise up. Winners throw a hand out and rise together. You can be either the twin towers going down or a city going up. Moose has been inspired lately. Moose, what's up with you, dude? You're on fire, dude. It's crazy. It really is. YOLO Swaggin said, I can't stop thinking about my ex being a psycho. Yeah. Join the club, YOLO. It happens. Pamela Mystical Musing says, LOL, it's 4:20 a.m. here. What a fun combo. Much love, Pamela. Much love. Yeah, Pamela, we need to get into you a little bit more, Pamela. We need to get into you, Pamela. You've been up on Z's show before, you know. We spoke last night on our friend London Man's channel. But we need to know more about Pamela at some point. We need to explore the whole Pamela thing. She's interesting for many reasons. Pamela's mystical musings. Andrew B says 4:20 was 7 minutes ago. Right, like even that comment, Andrew B, like was a little weird. That just like telling us 4:20 was 7 minutes ago. It just shows something about you. Numbers dropping comes in, says says he does 3 hours. 2.5 hours of flirting and sex talk, 30 minutes of actual content. Well, numbers dropping, likely Mitchell. Much love, Mitch. I love you. Can't disagree with it. It's hard to disagree with. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you just have to call a spade a spade. Yeah. Heidi's learning him. Says it's all about Z. And she's right. When people ask me what my show is, Heidi, and I tell them it's just me. The show is me here every morning, just being me. They don't understand it. They don't get it. It's all right. They'll learn. And if not, Heidi, you'll be here to remind them. It's just me talking, guys. That's all it is. Whatever comes out of it, comes out of it. I don't know. Things seem to be happening. Maybe you're not paying attention. What do I know, though? What do I know? Just not sure. No says, got to keep the ladies happy. No one likes a sausage party. Fair enough. You know what's funny, guys? One of the claims that has been often levied against me is that I'm crude, I'm a woman hater, I'm a misogynist, I have toxic masculinity. It's so funny how many times that's been levied against me. But the funny part is, when you come to my show, compared to all these other shows around these YouTube streets, my female listeners outnumber almost all other channels in this world. You could just see it from my chat, and I can see my analytics, which is funny because it's weird. Because if I'm such a misogynist, if I'm so toxic in my masculinity, if I'm a woman hater, then why do they all seem to be here? I don't know. It's weird. Same thing with our friend Paul and Slave. They all seem to be around Paulie too. It's almost like, I don't know, that they like being around men who are like me and my friend Paulie, who kind of say how it is. I don't know. It's weird. So, numbers dropping. Alias Mitchell. I don't know. It's funny how, this just seems to happen. It's weird. Yeah, right, exactly. Much love, I see. IC says, Z, what do you think about the FedNow system rolling out soon? Well, if you're referring to the digital currency, I don't think much about it. I think it's just them furthering their whole agenda. Basically just trying to fuck us all over. Yeah, Heidi says, isn't it ironic? Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It is ironic. Guys, notice on my show, it just says Z Show every day. There's no title. It doesn't say, oh, today we're going to talk about X, Y, and Z. No. It just says Z Show. Because whatever comes out of it, comes out of it. It's not about the topics. It's not about clickbait and thumbnails. It's about an experience. If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's not meant for you. I do a 3-hour show because people turn my show on and it's a vibe. You see, they could just drop into a vibe. They can just go about their day, do their job, do their work, and they know they're always going to get something from me. Whatever it is, it's going to be consistent. They're always going to get the Z vibe, is what they're going to get. You understand? That's how you brand things in life, guys. When people go to McDonald's, they want McDonald's. You see, if they're in the mood for McDonald's and they want a fucking Big Mac, they're going to go get a Big Mac. They know when they pull up to that stupid drive-thru and they order a Big Mac, they know what they're going to get. They know what it's going to look like, taste like, smell like. They're not going to McDonald's for a fucking Whopper. They're not going to McDonald's for KFC chicken. They're going for the fucking Big Mac. It's the same here or any platform. When they come here to Z Show, they come here for Z. They're not coming here for my panel. They're not coming here for like some higher level truth or knowledge that some of you just want me to give you, like it's my fucking job. Like you're going to put a quarter in my back. I'm just supposed to spit out ultimate truth. Guys, anybody who tells you that they know ultimate truth They're either lying or they're mistaken, because nobody can know that. So when you come here, you're going to get Z. It's Z brand. That's what you're going to get. And people use it for different reasons, you know, for different reasons. So whether you're Razvan and you're just listening to me when you're driving around doing your job, or you're Heidi, where you're listening to me in the shower as she's fucking using a vibrator, you know, or the pulse setting on her detachable shower head. Don't say ew, I see. Don't say ew. You know it's not ew. So either way, whatever you use the Z show for, it's yours to do what you want with it. Tilburg says, that's for my Z dose. Alex Tilburg needs his Z dose for the day. He does. Moose said they made jets for a reason. Well, Moose, you said it, dude. Snafu knows, and he's fucking MGTOW. Snafu has the balls to put MGTOW in his name. But as Snafu told us yesterday, even though he's MGTOW, he's not against, how did you put it, Snafu? Slapping your dick on a bitch's face? I don't know. That might have been a little too much, Snafu. Like, there's things that can be a little too much, a little overboard just to say things like that, dude. It's too much. It really is. Mr. Snafu snaps. Andrew B says, I was on 2 streams yesterday and I'm really tired and stoned, but I'll hop on if nobody else does. It's your world, Andrew. It's an open panel. Anybody can come up. Now, whether I let you up, it's not really up to me. I've never turned anybody down on my show yet, but sometimes I'll just bring you up. I'll throw you off after 10 seconds. Sometimes you'll stay. Some people get in their feelers because I keep them in the back. I keep them backstage. They get in their feelers. Too bad. Speaking about getting in their feelers, I don't know how many people noticed it last night, but this is day 5 or 6 where we've had no Rob Cleveland here on Z Show. Our friend Rob has officially broken up with the Z Show. He's divorced himself. But I don't know if you noticed, Heidi. Rob Cleveland showed up at London Man's last night, which is interesting because my name was in the title. It was the Zetetic Warrior episode on the London Man channel, and Rob Cleveland showed up in the chat there. So I don't know how many of you guys noticed that, but Heidi, I thought it was interesting. Like, Rob won't come here, but he shows up on the Z episode on the London Man channel. Interesting, Rob. Not sure. Not sure what the optics are on that. Mitch says Rob Cleveland's too good for this show. That's funny. That's funny. Ilberg says, yeah, you're a very interesting human. I just dig your point of view. Much love, Tilburg. I have a certain, for whatever reasons, a lot of non-Americans seem to get my humor better than some others. Seems like you're one of them, Tilburg. I see says, you going on tomorrow, Z, or still only doing weekdays? No. I've been on every day, every morning, I see. For, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks now? 2.5? I'm not sure. Maybe 3. I don't know if I'm going to do weekends like indefinitely, or if I'm just going to do weekdays at some point. But for now, I'm just trying to come on. And a lot of this, everybody, is just me working my chops out. You understand? I'm dedicating myself to this process. You guys see me. I was talking about this with Lika last night with London Man and crew. Is that a lot of you guys come on and you see me or like a Polly boy and you're just all trained through your indoctrination to like think we're like professional broadcasters. So you see a face on a screen talking to you, and in your simplistic sophomoric minds, you just kind of place us as like an Anderson Cooper or like some professionally trained broadcaster. But most of us are just guys trying to present something, trying to do our thing. So my point is, I'm on here every morning dedicating myself to something. I'm developing and practicing. My show will evolve, so to speak, as time goes on. As I get better equipment, as I build my timing. Get it, guys? That's what this is about. That's why I'm on here 3 hours every morning. IC says she wants to hop on tomorrow. Yeah, I see. Much love. Much love. Much love. London Man says, hit the like and share, folks. Yeah, man. Share my show. Like the show. OTW News told me that if I monetize my channel on YouTube, that it'll help promote the algorithm. He seems to think that it's a way to get YouTube to put you in people's recommendation bars. I don't know. I'm not sure. Seems to be something to it. So we'll see how that goes. Austin Murphy says, rip Brian O'Shea. Why did you say that, Austin Murphy? Why did you say R.I.P. Brian O'Shea? What's the reference, dude? I hope everything's okay with our friend Brian O'Shea. I hope you're not telling us something. Snowfoo, just saying his normal stuff. Optics are high. Green Man says, I need a new Ed McMahon. In reality, Heidi's kind of my Ed McMahon, which works for me because, she has no way of like interrupting me or talking over me, but I could kind of bounce to the chat and do the Heidi thing. I see called Rob Cleveland a simp. That's not nice, I see. That's not nice. We just can't say he's a simp. Alex Tilburg just says, FYI, I'm not gay. It's all right, Alex. You enjoy the show. You said you need your daily dose of the Z. That doesn't make you gay. Don't worry about it. You're French. You're allowed to say stuff like that. It's just implied that you guys are going to be somewhat gay. There's going to be a baseline level of gayness when you're dealing with any Frenchman. So it's okay, Alex. Don't worry. Fear not. Fear not. Mateo says, I want a West Deptford pork roll with Cooper sharp cheese, craving that Jersey staple. Much love, Mateo. Much love. Much love. Snafu referencing Brian O'Shea says, someone call the Vegas jails and check. Who knows? Guys, we're all on our little individual journeys here. We need to be able to accept things. People come and go from our lives. All you can really do is wish people, wish them well. You just say to people, Godspeed, go with God. Fare thee well in your journeys, in your endeavors. Fare thee well. I see says shorts will get more viewers and stuff. I thought about that, I see. I started going through my content to cut shorts out, but I don't know if it's worth it. Because like sitting there going through all my stuff and like pulling certain moments out, it starts to get a little feel like a little bit too much like work for me. And I don't want this to feel like work. I want this whole process to be a creative endeavor for me, right? I want to come in here, turn my camera on, express myself in so many ways. I don't want it to start feeling like a career or a job for me. I'll probably lose interest if that happens, you know? Like Moose says, he'll go through and cut my show if it's an hour, but he can't do 3 hours. Well, how's this, Moose? I mean, it's funny because that's kind of like what I was thinking. Like if somebody else can cut it up and do it, but that they're going to make it the way they want, you know? Yeah, he said, I don't have time to search for gold. Because that's what I try to do, Moose. Like, I'll go through my 3 hour show and I'll try to pull out what I interpret as gold. But the other part about that is, Moose, like, me pulling out what I think is gold may not be the actual gold, right? Because somebody else might see value in, like, something that I think is, like, throwaway, you know? Yeah. I don't know, Moose. Your time might be better spent on the Talcottian one, dude. He seems to be the one who's got the ambition to really make it, dude. Talcott's got the, you know, he seems like he's got the desire to really market himself on these, in this whole, on this whole metaverse, dude. So I don't know. Mitch has given me notes. He said, keep a notebook near you and mark the time you think something was good and mark when the audience responds well. Yeah. Snafu Snaps is still going off about the Trinity Dave controversy. I don't know Snafu Snaps. I don't think we're likely to see our friend Trinity Dave on my show anytime soon. He might feel a certain way about it, but I don't know. People might disagree, Snafu, but I thought I covered the incident. I thought I covered it in a fair and balanced way. Others may disagree. I'm sure some people probably had an issue with the fact that I was even talking about it, but how could we not talk about that incident, you know? But I'm not sure we're going to see our friend Trinity Dave anytime in the near future, dude. Just saying. I see says just take funny clips and make shorts from the videos. That's what I was going to do. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I have some in the can ready to go. I see. Like I went through I didn't do yesterday's, but the 3 previous shows I went through and I pulled like highlights out of them. And then I guess from those highlights I could make shorts. Moose, how long can a YouTube short be? Or like a TikTok short? Is there a difference? Moose, do you know or anybody like what is it like 2 minutes? Like a 2 minute limit or something? I'm not sure. Moose says 1 minute for YouTube. Oh, really? So short needs to be 1 minute or less. Fair enough. Yeah, Pamela agrees. 1 minute for YouTube shorts. Okay. I could do that. I could do that. Yeah, all right. Everyone's telling me it's a minute. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. As far as monetizing, like I said, I'm very, very likely going to institute, you know, the Cash App, the PayPal, the Venmo, the Kofi, whatever. I'm probably going to do that. As far as monetizing my channel through YouTube, super chats, views, and stuff, I haven't decided if I'm going to go down that route because part of me thinks that there could be potential issues, complications, and challenges with that. Like on the one hand, as OTW was telling me, it'll help put my show into the algorithm for people. But on the other hand, I think it'd probably subject my channel to a higher degree of scrutiny. I think they'd be more likely to censor me if I engage in a monetary relationship with the platform. It's just my feeling. I don't know that, but I just feel like it's likely that if I monetize, it's going to put me up to greater scrutiny and thus potential censorship. I don't know. I could be wrong. It could be the opposite. I'm not sure. Gordon Zoll says these shows do generate some great clips. Yeah, I agree with that, because things happen when it happens. Like I said, guys, I go live every morning regardless. So you have to understand, like, the show just goes where it's going to go, especially when I open it up to the open panel. You really never know who's going to click the link and come up. I like that aspect to it. I don't want to come on here with a canned topic every morning and try to squeeze my content into some lane, some narrow lane to keep it in. I don't know. Yeah, Andrew, I'll just keep going a cappella all morning if people don't want to come up. I've never had a show where nobody comes up, but in a way, part of me's fine with it. Because I'm still holding a fair number of people here without a panel. So for all you haters, maybe pay attention. What are you saying, Snafu says, yeah, no Rob Cleveland. He needs to get out of his... Look, if Rob doesn't like my show, he doesn't like his show. I can't force him to be here. But I will say, Snafu, I said it a couple times, I'll say it again, is I found that the people who've shown themselves to be like the closest to me throughout this whole YouTube process have always been the ones to like turn on me, right? Because Rob Cleveland didn't just stop watching my show. Like, he decided he was going to go around to all these other shows and basically talk shit on me, which is fine, Rob. But it was just weird that you basically showed yourself to be like one of my top supporters for almost my full time here on YouTube. But then, you go around and basically talk smack with me. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. So Snafu Snaps is noticing something. Well, it's fine, guys. You watch whatever show you want. But if I'm to get in my feelers, that's the part I find a little bit weird. It's like, oh, Z, you're this, you're that. We love your show. Keep doing what you're doing. Blah, blah, blah. Then talk shit on the metaversal streets. And I get it. It's not for you. Got to realize Rob Cleveland's 29 years old. He's very young, dude. Guys, oh my God. Then he says, why are you lying? Now you pipe up, Rob. I'm talking about you. You're gone for 5 days straight. You pop into London Man's show and then you just come in and say, LOL, why are you lying? I ain't lying, Rob Cleveland, if I'm telling the truth. It ain't a lie just because it makes you feel uncomfortable. Yeah, London Man. Laugh it up, London Man. Laugh it up. Laugh it up, London Man. I know why Rob Cleveland's really upset. I'm not not going to be inclined to talk about it, but I know why Rob's upset. I guarantee you I know why Rob's upset at me. And Rob, if it is the reason that I think, come on, dude. You got to get over stuff like that, dude. Yeah, look at Heidi. This is the part Heidi loves. This is the gossip, everybody, the drama. Look at Heidi. If this was a soap opera, you would hear the dun dun dun. This is the part that Heidi really perks up because she knows the drama's coming. Yeah, optics are higher, a singer. Mitch says, evidence your claim. Moose says, everyone's swinging at each other. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know why Rob is upset at me. I'm pretty sure I know why. I just don't want to say it. I don't want to speak for him. Yeah, Uncle Rick says, why, Z? No, I don't want to, I don't want to try to, interpret another man's feelings, but I think I know why Rob's. What one, Uncle Rick, one, I don't think Rob really likes my show, which is fine. I don't think Rob enjoys the show. But I think there's a more pressing reason, a more overarching reason that yeah, Piano Man, I see. That's what I'm talking about. It's Rob Cleveland. He changed his name to Piano Man. It's more than that he just doesn't like the show, because I think Rob's the kind of guy that even though he doesn't like my show, he doesn't really think I'm funny. Rob was the kind of guy, he would still be here just to be here, because he sees that a fair number of the Truthiverse collects here each morning, and he doesn't want to miss out. He's got FOMO. You got to understand, Rob's a Zoomer. He's a Gen Z guy. He looks really mature, but he's only 21 years old. He's a Zoomer. So Rob has he's got an intrinsic FOMO, fear of missing out. So my thought is, regardless of Rob's thoughts towards my show, he's going to be here every morning. But Rob's in his feelers about something else, and that's why he doesn't come here. And Rob knows what it is. He knows I know what it is. But I'll let him say it if he wants to. No, he's 29, Heidi. He's not 21. He's 29 years old. Yeah, he's a Zoomer. Feather Bear knows. Gen Z. Ruled by Saturn, he says he's like Patrick. They're brothers. Well, you notice Patrick admitted yesterday that he has a love-hate relationship towards me, which I know about OTW News, which is strange, because we were up here with one of the ladies. I think it was Heidi. I think it was Heidi and Trish. And they mentioned the love-hate feelings they have towards me, because a lot of these women have this push-pull towards me. It really is a love-hate thing. It really is a fight or fuck thing, sometimes both simultaneously. And it was weird, Patrick, when in that moment you decided to chime in and say, yeah, Z, I have that same love-hate towards you. It's kind of weird, Patrick, which goes along with my whole, narrative regarding you. Is that you have this whole weird thing with me, dude, where you're in some way entranced by my whole presentation, but at the same time insanely angry at me, much like Rob. Rob's backstage, everybody. Do I let Rob up or do I ice him out of my show like I wanted to? Yeah, Rob, I never took you for being a shit talker. Turns out I was mistaken. I'm not always right, guys, just sometimes. No, Rob, no, Razban. It's not that Rob hates my beanie. Heidi says, let him speak. Ruled by Saturn just wants me to play the Good Times theme song first. No, we're not going to do that again. That'll really piss him off again. Snafu wants him to talk. No, Mitch says, you invited him up to say his piece, and then you don't want to let him up? All right, let's let him up. Rob Cleveland. Back by popular demand. Welcome back, dude.
Yo, what's happening?
What's up, Rob? All right, let's just cover it to the chase. Look, all right, You don't like the show. You don't like my humor. It's probably corny to you. You probably find it maybe some way racist. I don't know. But I
I
think,
wouldn't say that.
all right, that's good. But I think there's a bigger reason that you're kind of like in your feelers towards me. Um, but I might be wrong. Uh, do you know what I'm getting at? What are your thoughts?
Forgetting about the damn song, yeah, that's that's what I'm kind of in my feelers, quote unquote, about.
You got pissed at the song, huh?
I did. I didn't like it.
Tell me why. Bring me into it. Maybe I could learn something from it.
It just wasn't appealing.
Racist. You could say it. It's
Uh,
fine.
I mean, I wouldn't really classify it as racist. Maybe prejudice, maybe,
Degrading.
but not.
Degrading.
Yeah, I guess that would be a more apropos
Right.
term.
Right. Right.
I wouldn't classify racist. And this whole thing about me going around everywhere talking shit, quote unquote, I literally made one comment to Anton Bagboy. He said, I don't know how he keeps those numbers up. He's boring as fuck. And all I literally said was, I hear you. That was all
Okay.
I said.
Well, at least you admit it in front of everybody. I mean, you have to admit it. It's all in writing. It's all in writing. Ruled by Saturn says it's a great song, Rob.
But it's a mischaracterization of you saying that I'm going around everywhere talking shit when I literally said one comment on your channel.
Right. But you were pissed at me before the song, Rob. Well, I
Not
played the song.
necessarily.
I played the song to get back at you for you talking, for you pillow talking. You have to understand that, dude. I wasn't just gonna let that go.
Well, if that's what that was, okay, then that's sort of funny. Okay.
But let's really get down there because I think you're really pissed at me for another reason. Would you care to share with the audience why you're really pissed at me? Come on, you could say it.
No, I'm interested in what you think it is.
Let's ask the crowd. Uncle Rick, why do you think Rob's pissed at me for real?
Oh
Let's see if the crowd gets it. I'm going to put this to the crowd and then I'll give my answer. Crowd, tell me why you think Rob is in his feelers regarding your friend Z here.
And you got to let me know what they're saying because I can't see the comments.
All right, we'll see when they start coming in. I want to hear what the audience thinks. Why is Rob pissed at me?
I want to know what you think.
Oh, I'll get to it. I want to get the audience's involvement because they've been following this thing. Nuba says that you're pissed because I went to a V-neck one day. No, it's not the V-neck, Nuba.
What?
Get out of your imagination. Shifty Eyes says Gen Z is confused by a lot. The critical thinking skills have him all fucked up. Exactly. He's Gen Z. That's the issue. Heidi, why do you think Rob's in his feelers towards me? She just says you're a king. Yeah, you guys think. Razvan says you're more successful with the ladies, and Rob is thirsty as fuck. What do you think? What do you think, Cleveland Steve? Rob Cleveland. Do you think fucking Razvan is on it? That you're jealous of me and that you're just thirsty? Well, Razvan, the reality is
I'm not jealous of anybody because I have my own things going on in my own life that nobody knows
right.
about. So
Right.
it's not nothing has nothing to do with that.
Uncle Rick says he doesn't know. I mean, guys, in reality, like IRL in real life, it's quite likely that it's the opposite. It's very likely that Rob Cleveland has much more success with the ladies than I do, if you really want to know the truth. All right, so I allowed the audience to weigh in. Uncle Rick says he doesn't know. I know why Rob's pissed at me. Because Rob wants me to be on the Unslaved Ones panel, and he's pissed at me because I'm not there. Come on, Rob, admit it. That's why you're fucking pissed, dude. Come clean.
Oh, that's
Come on,
partially
Moose.
it too.
Right. See, he all admitted it. He just said I talked over it, but he said it's partially it. Yep. Look at London Man. He was on it. He put Paul in question marks. See, London Man, you knew it, but you didn't want to say it until I said it. Austin
Well, it's like
Murphy
I'm not
says,
even.
yup,
It's like I'm not
yup,
even like pissed, dude. I'm just. It's just.
yup.
I just find it
They're
weird
all
how you don't.
agreeing, dude. They're all agreeing. Because that's your Zoomer mindset, dude. You find it weird
Oh yeah.
that although I do 21 hours of broadcasting every week, that I'm not sitting on Paul's panel. Like your Zoomer mindset, which is typically, I'm not saying you're entitled as such, but it's like an entitled mindset. Your Zoomer mindset can't understand why I wouldn't be there. Where it almost should be self-explanatory, but yeah, at least you admitted it, dude. Wait, hold on. Yeti Life says you're not Gen Z. Yes, he is Yeti Life. Are you millennial? Are you Gen Z, bro?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what all that shit even means. I guess if you were to characterize it as such, it would be Gen Z. I mean, I was born in '94.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's Gen Z. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys want to correct me on that. But is a 29-year-old Gen Z? I think they are. Right. So we got down to it, Rob, because I knew that's what it was. Because before I made
Well,
fun of you with this
I
whole
want to say it's a mischaracterization to say that I'm like pissed. I mean, it's not. It's nothing to do with. I mean, I've been watching like silently just to see what y'all been saying.
all right. Well,
To,
okay,
if
but
I'm being
why?
candid,
Why? Let me ask you. What is it about this topic that upsets you? That I'm doing my show and you don't
what
really
topic?
find me on Paul's panel anymore. Like, what about that is upsetting to you? Like, let's explore this. At least it's somewhat. To me, it's interesting content. So I think a lot of the audience would like to go into this. Let's just dive right into it, bro. Like, what is it about the dynamic that really should just be between me and Paul that like upsets you? And let's bring Moose up. I think he could help with
Because
this.
you guys have a great dynamic together. You
Right.
bring something extra to the show or to the broadcast, excuse me, and it's just overall a better entertainment broadcast. You
You know
bring
Right.
what?
something
I have
different,
to agree. I agree that
and
when
when
you're
y'all two are
there,
together, it's just something different. And I yield.
I agree. When you come, you bring that X factor, you bring a different like energy with you, and it kind of balances Paul out. And but the thing I have a problem with, and the thing I'm fighting with like constantly, is the expectations that the crowd has and the other people part of this community have for people like you and me. Like they expect us to act a certain way. They expect us to be something. They expect us to show up somewhere and always do what they want us to do. And it's like,
Right.
dude, that you don't realize like I work 14 hours a day. I have a business 7 days a week and I have a child. Z has maybe a job or maybe you have shit in your life you have to do. But then they try to turn it around like you're doing something wrong when you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing in your life to be the man that you're supposed to be. So that's where I have a problem with all this.
Well, it's funny that Pamela says that because Z said that he is Paul's beta. I mean, it's funny that she brings up that comment
Yeah,
or
but
that
that's
you bring
part
up
of a
that comment.
bit too. I mean, he has a lot of respect, just like I have respect for
I,
Paul, right? And it's
I
part of the
understand.
bit. Like Z has it on his own. Z, that's why I didn't come up here earlier. I was folding laundry. I could have, but I noticed that he can carry this on his own. And I want to prove a point that there's a lot of broadcasters that can't do that. They cannot hold 70 to 100 more people in a chat room having a good time in the morning. They find themselves relying on their guests all too much. And a lot of times people like to use their guests as a form of like they manipulate the guests that they have on the panel to make themselves look better. And this is not about any one show. This is just about all the shows I watch. And so like Z is doing his thing, man. That's all I gotta say. I think he's doing a great job, and I don't think that we should put pressure on anyone to be anywhere. If he shows up, we should be thankful. We should be grateful. It's a blessing. He doesn't owe us shit. I don't owe anybody shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Moose, to me, you know, you spoke well on the topic, dude. I mean, I don't know if I could say it any better, man. I mean, it's the reality is Paul doesn't need me, right? And
Yeah, we know
I'm
that.
here, right? He doesn't need me, and I'm here doing my thing. In reality, it's probably going to be better for both of us to pursue our separate interests, and then at some point we can collaborate. You understand?
Okay.
Because I have opportunities outside the world of Enslavia. You understand? It doesn't appear like many people do. So, all right, like, no hate on you, Brian O'Shea, but or others. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have opportunities outside of Enslavia, so I'm going to pursue those. Paul obviously has
Okay.
opportunities outside of the Zetetic Warrior. See, let's step back and view this from a, let's say a more comprehensive angle where Paul does his thing, I do
Wait.
my thing, and then at some point, can you imagine? I build myself up, he builds himself up, and then we collaborate, and how cool that'll fucking be. Because Paul wants to be spitting games with the hip hop folks. Paul wants to be, he wants to be mixing it up with Antoine Daniels and all these other guys that I don't really want to be sitting there doing that. It's just not my vibe right now. Just the way Paul doesn't want to be sitting here with me talking to Martin Lika about fucking Tartaria and flat earth. You understand? He doesn't want to do that. And I do. And I have opportunities in my arena and he has opportunities in his arena. Right? But at some point, it's probably going to be advantageous for all of us. Because then at some point, Paul and I collab and it's fucking straight fire and everybody wins, dude. But that's just the reality, Rob.
And look at
I
my
don't know, dude.
circumstance. Look at my circumstances. I worked with
I
Paul
can dig
for
that.
like 6-7 months. I was right there with him. Like I was there every single day. We were having a good time, right? And eventually it got to a point where I was like feeling some kind of feelings. I felt like we hit a point where like we were
Who
growing
gives a
and
fuck?
I was never gonna get anything. Like I wasn't gonna like I hit a point where I wasn't growing as a person and I wasn't growing monetarily. And I was trying to see how I could still do 8 hours a day on the show and whatever. And I had a falling out with him. See, if you have your own shit, you won't have that falling out in such a way because then if I came to the show and said, hey, I'm Moose, the producer, I've got 10,000 people following me, I've got shows, 300 episodes under my belt, and I bring it to him, I'm bringing him value. I'm not taking away value from him. And that relationship right there is a much healthier relationship than if we go onto the panel, have nothing to show for ourselves in this metaverse arena, because I have outside stuff, and just be kind of a drag people down. And I see exactly where I fell out, and I could admit my faults.
Yeah, again, I'd still say it's a mischaracterization to say that I'm like pissed, but I get what you're saying, man. And now that you elaborate on it a little bit more, I get it. And I
Yeah,
can
man.
dig
Here's the
it.
thing. Here's the thing, Rob. Is that I've been saying this over and over again, but the only way I can come on here and do this is if I'm getting like if I'm being fulfilled from the process, and the only way I'm fulfilled is by creating, right? And it's tough for me to be on Paul's panel and get that same fulfillment because I've said this to Paul himself that when I tune into Paul, I want to hear Paul. I don't want to hear Zetetic Warrior on the Paul panel, right? I want to hear Paul using all the elements and just spitting his fucking game, man. And at this point, it kind of just is what it is. And if you guys, I don't want to jump totally out the window, but don't think that Paul and I don't have communications with each other. You get it? We're able to
Well,
contact each other.
Don't go around lying, saying that I'm going around everywhere talking shit on you, because that's not what I'm
That's
doing.
part of the show, Rob. That's where you got to understand that part of this is a show and part of this is real. That's where I find myself getting
Yeah, but
fucked up in the
I don't
head.
appreciate being mischaracterized like that.
Yeah, me neither, but it happens, is what I'm saying. And you have to be able to take care of it yourself. You can't expect somebody else to
Well,
do
that's what
that
I'm
for
up
you.
here doing.
I'm saying within yourself, brother. I'm saying literally, you have to make it not affect you within yourself, because other people are
It's
going to do
not
this.
affecting me. I just don't
Z
like being
Z will
mischaracterized.
stop, right? Because you told him to stop. But other people aren't going to stop, and that's what my point is. If you can master
Well, I
your
don't give a shit
emotions
about
like
the other
I need to.
people.
All right, you're missing the point, and we'll come back to it later.
All right, whatever, man.
That's funny. Yeah, like I said, the reason I come on every morning is when I first decided to come on YouTube, I had like a fantasy in my head that I wanted to do a morning show and I wanted to make truthers laugh. That was my whole thing. It was just a distant kind of goal that I had, almost like a dream that kind of was in the back of my mind where I said, oh, I think I can come on here and just have a show for truthers. And here I am with a show for truthers, you know. But the reality is, for me to really make this into something, I have to come here consistently and present a show. And there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. There's going to be all kinds of things, but it's just about coming here and putting the time in. And if I'm to be honest, I have to thank Paul for making me realize that. You know, Paul was the guy who said, man, if you want to be fucking successful at anything, you need to put the time in. Because when he was telling Talcott, okay, Talcott, you want to fucking do this? Show up every single day for 28 days and do it. And Paul wasn't giving me the advice, but I took that advice. And before I went on my hiatus, I came on and I purposely did 4 weeks. Now, I wasn't doing weekends, but I did 28 days, weekdays straight of streaming. And now I'm doing the 7 days a week thing. And I'm realizing it's that he's right, because it's about the process, you know, because before, Rob, I was coming on when I first launched on YouTube, dude. I was doing it like a 5-6 hour Sunday show. Rob, I was getting like over 2,000 views, bro. Like just doing one show a week, getting 2,000 views, man, right out of gates.
I know. I was watching
But
those when I could.
it was weak sauce, bro, because it was all panel. Like I'd come on for 30 minutes, talk nervously about something, and then right away. But I was getting heavy hitters in the panel, people with a lot of followers. So I was getting seduced by the numbers, Rob. I was holding 160 people, sometimes 170 people strong for hours on end in my show. Now I could have got stuck in that and said, okay, well now I'm going to be the Sunday show guy, and I'm just going to try to get all the heavy hitters on my panel. But that wouldn't have been good for me long term, because as soon as those heavy hitters start going elsewhere, well then what am I? Then my success is dependent on things outside of myself. So I went inward. I said, fuck this. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go do my 3-hour morning show, which I wanted to do in the beginning, make it about me, call it Z Show, make the fucking show about me. And like Moose said, be able to still hold a good crowd a cappella for hours on end. So that way, if nobody shows up, I can still hold a show, right? So I decided, okay, so now, you know, I could peak out at 100 people, 104 people. I could hold 70 or 80 steady at 8 o'clock in the morning when the West Coast isn't even awake yet. Half my viewers are repeat viewers, which any East Coast morning show realizes that, is most of your viewers are going to be, or many of your viewers are going to be people that listen afterwards. It's a give and take. So I can try to chase the numbers and come on here at noon time and try to pull in 140, 150 people and grow that. But I'd rather roll with this at this point. Sort of just go to work each morning, go to, you know, hit the drawing board, build a show, you know, build segments. I have a canned segment for Talcott ready to go. Whether he shows up or not's on here. I know Talcott's going to show up to my show eventually. And when Talcott comes, I already have a segment ready to go for him. When I say that I was developing a Rob Cleveland show, I wasn't joking, Rob. I'm actually developing a show around you. We don't have to use the, you know, the good times theme if you don't like it. I think it's funny, but that's not my point. I am actively developing a Rob Cleveland show. I'm writing an Access Rap Blood show. It's not like I sit down and write it, but I'll be going about my day doing something, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do with the Access Rap Blood show? Who's the friendly neighbor going to be? Okay, the friendly neighbor's Talcott. Got it. You know, Talcott's like the Wilson of the show. He's the friendly neighbor. Shout out to Tool Time. You know, I'm actively doing these things. I'm trying to build my show in a way that's natural and organic. Why do you think I do the OTW news segment? You know, Patrick can't get away from the fucking metaverse. So I know he's going to be here. So I go, how can I alchemize that? Okay. He calls himself OTW News. You know, whether he's doing news or not over there, I don't know. But so I said, okay, I'll do an OTW news segment. I'll bring him up. We'll make it funny. He'll give me
Yeah,
the
and I've enjoyed
headlines.
those segments.
Yeah, see, people like the segments. You know, it's campy, it's goofy, and then it's more of a show. You know, and then so instead of us closing the show out with like actual news about the Ukraine or whatever, we'll have OTW come on and do like Truthiverse news. You know, it's done. Like Spirit Taco wants me to use the Jeffersons theme song. I thought about it, Spirit Taco, but I went with Good Times instead. I thought it was, you know, just a bit more like, you know, goofy and stupid. So I went with Good Times instead of Jeffersons. But I don't know. We'll keep it in mind. Either way, I don't think Rob's going to be happy with that either. You know.
Nah.
Flatman X is here. Maybe we'll get Flatman X to produce like an original theme song for the Rob Cleveland show. Would you be up for that, Rob? Like an originally produced song that you approve of?
Yeah.
All right. See, Rob wants something a little bit more modern day, a little bit more hip. He doesn't want me to fucking play a 1970s
Yeah, I'm a
racist.
Zoomer, remember?
So anyway, the crowd told me, Rob, that you're not a Zoomer. They said, indeed, you're probably Gen X still. So we'll take it for what it's worth. He's Gen X. I know Ruled by Saturn. Good Times is a great theme song for the Rob Cleveland show, but he's vetoing it. Now, Rob, I did say I'd fucking just X you out of the show and bring up London Man to play the part of you, but I don't know.
You can do that too.
You know, we might be able to negotiate the song. What do you think, Moose? All right, Moose, you're producer, Moose. I wanted to go with a particular theme song for the Rob Cleveland show. He, as the kind of prima donna that he is, he's saying that he's not going to perform if I keep the racist theme song. So now I have a choice to make, Moose. Do I negotiate with the talent, you know, Rob Cleveland? I mean, it is his show. He is the title fucking character of the show. Or do I keep the theme song, drive and just play hardball and say, no, Rob, I'll bring in another actor to play the part of Rob Cleveland. What do you think?
So this is where the Colonel. I take my knowledge and wisdom from the Colonel, right? You have your people. You have your people sign a contract, and within this contract, they basically you have to stipulate that they have to do whatever the show dictates of them. And if that gets in the way, you know, his feelings get in the way, then we have to call the doctor. The doctor comes out. And
Well, then
sees,
they'll just have to get
you know,
somebody else.
well, the thing is, Rob Cleveland, is this is your chance. Okay, if you want to be like Elvis, if you want to be on the stage of Vegas, if you want to, you know, travel the world, we'll let you travel the world. We're not going to be like the Colonel and hold you back from going to like the Caribbean and seeing some beautiful ladies. Like, we understand what's out there. You just have to sign the paper.
Right. So you're referencing.
See, but that's the thing. That's the thing. Y'all think I want that?
Yeah. See, he can take it or leave it. So Moose is referencing Elvis and his relationship with the snowman, the Colonel, right? Which I get, but see, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to exploit the talent here, Moose. I mean, I get it. You got to keep him in check somewhat. You know what I mean? You got to play the boss man. If Z's going to run Z Network, I'm going to have to lay it down. So I feel where you're coming from. But that being said, Moose, I want to be the producer that's a little bit more in touch with the talent. I want to be able to foster a relationship here with my talent where we can co-create. You know, you get where I'm coming from.
Understandable. And as such, because Rob Cleveland is such a high value male, I wasn't sure for a second, but I'm pretty sure now he's a male. We'll give him that. We'll give him that. But everybody else who signs on that's a B actor has to just go with the flow. We can't have everybody trying to dictate what theme song we're going to have. I mean, if it's a Z and Rob show, only Rob gets that power.
Right. That's a good point. You're saying if I give in to the demands of Rob Cleveland, the optics are going to be high on it because now all the other fucking talent are going to see, oh, Rob pushed the negotiations. He got what he wanted.
Well, like I said, get somebody else then.
Yeah. See, he's standing firm in this, man. He's really driving a hard bargain, Moose. I mean, in some ways I respect it. In other ways it's, you know, it's a little tough to deal with.
And since we're almost through this interview right here, I'd like to tell you already that you're hired, Rob. That was just a test of character. We had to just see where you were going to go from there. If you were going to sign the contract, sell your soul, or are you going to stand up and be a man? And you've passed with flying colors.
Let's bring up Flatman X from FMX Radio. Flatman, before I bring you up, dude, do you have any maybe sample songs that you'd be willing to play for us moving forward for the Rob Cleveland show? Let's bring Flatman up. Flatman, welcome back to the show. You there, Flatman? He's a DJ with no audio. Nah, still nothing, bro. Still nothing. Flatman X, everybody. Rob, why don't you come on camera so Flatman X... Does he know what you look like, Rob? We need to get a better understanding of the...
I'm pretty sure he does.
Of your character. See, yeah, London Man, this is the creative process. We're going to play it out in front of everybody. This is how the showbiz goes. This is the collaborative process of show business.
He's in a prison cell and you can see the bars and touch it. The other one is sitting in a prison cell, but you can't see the bar. You think you're free. What the human race is
David Icke. David Icke.
Gnosis.
You there, Flatman? We heard a David Icke remix. You got to pull in channel A, dude. Yeah, our singer. We'll see if we can come up with an original theme song for the Rob Cleveland show.
Check. God damn it. Just got a new computer, y'all. Excuse me. I literally just got this shit yesterday. Not all my settings are in the correct order yet, but I am getting there. Grand Rising, Z fam, back at it again. I literally just woke up like 10 minutes ago. I'm like, yo, Z and them is on. Let me go say hi to my boys in there. Grand Rising, Blacktoberfest hat, repping it early as in the AM.
Hey, what's up, big dog? What's up? Make sure, I mean, you got that new equipment, dude. We know how you work, Flatman X. All fucking bass, no treble. I imagine when Flatman X gets that fucking EQ, he just fucking gets rid of the treble fucking lever and he just turns that bass up to 11,
rips
dude.
It right out. Get the whole soul, get you vibrating in your bones, you know, right in your bones.
Right.
Let it perforate through to the internet and to all the ear holes that are listening. And again, you know, what's going on this weekend? Any big plans? I got my Melodome up in here. Shout out Austin, my Melodome fan, hanging out.
So it's always popping, dude. It's always popping around here, dude. It's fucking Saturday every day of the week around here, dude. All hail the almighty Saturn, the almighty Kronos. May you feast on all of our children as we offer them up to you. You're so great.
You could try. Kronos, the god of time. Yeah, slowly devouring all of our mortal humanoid biomechanical bodies to release the light essence of the universe. You know, that's the great journey that we're all on here, trying to figure out how the hell did we exactly get here? How our whole, you know, meat suit works, you know, let alone the whole conceptualization of our mind and letting thoughts turn into freaking, you know, physical manifestations. You know, it's a great journey, and it's awesome to be part of this community with everybody, you know, giving their own pieces of part of the puzzle to put this all together, and, you know, just keep doing good, keep elevating, keep really, you know, just learning new things every week and just really doing the damn thing. That's what's up. Yeah, shout out Divine Spirits. You're all hot too. You're all beautiful people in here. Every comment section I get blessed to be a part of is always beautiful people, males and females, and no in betweens. You know, sadly enough, there's a lot of confused people out here nowadays, as you know, Mr. Z. You know, with all the transgender agenda, as it was. Even that I find quite amusing. A lot of people get very triggered from such activities happening in our realm, but for me, it has to be this way, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it.
But yeah, I look at it the same way, dude. Is that This whole rainbow community, man. I'm not here to to resist that whole thing, man. I don't want to play into the division around this whole LGBT, whatever the fuck it is thing, man. To me, hey, people are people. I don't want you controlling what the fuck I do. So I'm not going to try to control what the fuck you do. You know what I mean? I kind of leave it there. But let's get down to business, Flat Man. So I'm looking for a theme song for the Rob Cleveland show. Rob Cleveland is our friend here. You know Rob, right? Are you
Yes.
familiar with our friend Rob? Okay, so you know Rob. So that's going to help.
Hang out at Flattoberfest, not last year, the year before. I believe he was there. We actually got to meet for a moment. I don't know if he remembers, but we did. It's awesome.
Nice.
Dived
Right.
in. It was like, yeah, these people are real. It's great.
Yeah. Well, much like our friend Andrew B, I imagine our friend Rob Cleveland is heading to these Flattoberfest for the same reason, and that's the truth or trim. I'm pretty sure, like a Rob Cleveland and Andrew B, they're heading to these Flattoberfest trying to clean up on some of this, let's call it this flat earth strange, from these ladies. There's not a lot of flat earth ladies to go around. So as I implored all the ladies of the audience earlier, you might want to think about, embracing polyamory somewhat, because these men might need to share you. I mean, if you need to be a pass around, who better to be a pass around with than the lovely men you see of this community? I'm just saying, ladies, what do I know? What do I know?
I don't know neither. I'm just an observer, just a passer through, on this nice little community of a tribe that I find myself in at the moment. But I do got some tunes. I got a couple of royalty-free music sites that I use that I make a lot of Austin's, Glowbusters, Jaren's music in the background. So I mean, if you need it.
All right, let's try some out. Let's ask the audience. Can you play some for us, like little bits of them, or what?
I just got this computer yesterday, and I'm literally updating my Adobe's, my DJ. I just got my DJ equipment up here, but I haven't ported over the music yet. It's still on my laptop. But you're gonna be on later today? I could do it later today. I should have it.
Nah, don't worry. We'll do it another time.
No, he's only on 3 hours a day. That's it.
Yeah. I do 6 to 9.
Unless he's doing exclusive interviews somewhere else.
Right. That's enough for me. See, Rob?
Rob, stop hating. 24/7.
Apparently.
I'm saying, just get one of those straps where just the camera sits in your face as you walk around. We could just talk to you like, hey, are you stressing too much? How's your pants feel? Did you eat enough fiber today?
Right. It could just be all me all the time. So here's the weird thing. Let me ask you, Flatman. Melodome says he's single and ready to mingle. Is he referring to you, Flatman? Is that true?
Melodome, you're single, ready to mingle? No.
Come on, bro. Spill the beans, kind of. Hold on. Breaking news. Time out. Ladies. Breaking news here on Z Show. This is news, by the way. Is this breaking? Look, he's starting to sweat. Look, he's fucking getting nervous. That's okay. Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. Hold on. See, look, he's all fucking befuddled and shit. Right, Melodome says, let it out, bro. Say it. Look, okay. We're gonna give you the floor, Flatman. Your bro Austin did this to you, bro. So don't blame me, dude. Blame your boy, bro. He's laughing at you, bro.
Clan of kids over there. You need to go feed those little boys before they run up the wall.
Hold on. Let's get into it. Everybody calm down. Heidi, calm down, Heidi. It's going to be all right. All right? I know he's got all that bass and no treble, and you're just going crazy right now. Calm down. All right, talk. Yeah, there's no need for treble with this guy. All right, listen. Yeah, Austin, he's going to be pissed at you, bro. He's going to be pissed at you, but we're going to go with it anyway. Talk to us, bro. So you're newly single on these streets, bro. What's the deal? Fill us in, man.
No. Well, as most of us adults here in the Western country, we learn things late in life, if at all. And over here in the Western world, we live in the emotional dark ages. And you'll learn as you meet other people along here. Not everybody's going to be along the same frequency as you learn new information. And sometimes it's going to put wedges between you and people you care about most, people that you've been around a long time before you learn certain things about your realm, yourself. and how, you know, the process of growing and thinking, evolving mentally really works. And, you know, sometimes you got to separate from people that you were riding along with for a long time. And that's where I'm at right now, is trying to heal myself, really trying to figure out who I am, what do I want, what are my the true desires, and not
Right.
at an egotistic standpoint, but one where I could really spiritually grow, as it were, and allow my mind to change and adapt to the new times and what's most beneficial to my personal and emotional growth. And within that is the healing factor and journey that I hope to succeed in, and really try to, you know, better myself, and then attract the type of woman that's also on that same path, who's also doing their own inner healing, that shadow work. I'm sure a lot of you people have heard the shadow work, man. It's really deep. It's really something profound if you really have the mental capacity and emotional desire to want to go into yourself and really fix, or not really fix, there's nothing really wrong with you, but really work out those personal and childhood wounds that we
All
all
right,
inevitably.
hold on. I'm gonna put brakes on it, because you're
Yeah, well,
politicking real good here, bro. You're politicking real good. And
hey,
I'm gonna let you politic, because I don't want to hold your feet to the fire too much. But let's get down to it, Holmes. Let's get down to it. All right. So here you are, bro, single for the first time, seemingly in here since you've entered since you've entered the what I call the truthiverse, man. So now you obviously have to know that you're going to be, let's say, desirable to a fair number of these ladies out there. Like, I can imagine Sly Shy's here in the audience, and Pamela and Feather Bear and Heidi. And, you know, they're all piping up in the chat once you popped on, bro. So that shows me something. Yeah, No says the ladies are melting, literally and figuratively, probably like those mountains that apparently are melted brick buildings. They're melting all over my show this morning. So, you know, have you explored some of that potential out there, that potential truth or strange that awaits you, bro? Or you just going to chill for a little bit and then wait to strike at the proper moment?
Yeah, something like that, I guess. Yeah, but really trying to perfect my craft. You know, I'm finding myself to be an entertainer, an editor, you know, videographer and whatnot. And as I said, I just upgraded my equipment the rest of this year is really to see how far I could take myself as a prosperous single male, I guess, because I'm new at it. I've never done it before. I've usually always had somebody by my side, whether it be a very significant other or somebody who just tagged along for the meanwhile. And this is the first time in a long time that I'm really just learning about me, trying to figure me out, you know, going to the gym a little bit more, getting up a little bit earlier to do things that make me happy and not so much to satisfy an external soul, to validate my own existence or achievements and whatnot. And that's where I'm at right now. It's really something I'm trying to learn and dial in on, so I don't keep attracting the same type of person that we inevitably end up leaving each other for whatever BS.
Nice. Let me let up a friend of the show, Snafu Snap. Snafu,
Yeah.
I'm going to let you up. Now, Snafu's a MGTOW guy, right? He goes his own way. Snafu, do you have any words of advice for our friend Flatman X as he embarks on his newly single status through these truther communities? Help him out, Snafu. What does he need to do moving forward?
Focus on you, bro. Men going their own way, or men guarding their wallets. Think about that. And you said it. That's why men are going to other countries to find wives, so to speak, because a Western woman is fucked up as a majority. But it's just the whole like propaganda thing. But men go, you still get your play, you still do you. But remember, you put you first, man. And I mean, really, think if you look at the finances and everything, and if you didn't get married, still, you know, whatever, like live together, did your thing. But think if you didn't sign that contract, like where would you be? You know, and that's what it is. It's still doing you, but taking that man fucking shit. Everyone gives me shit for it, but I still do me, dude. If I want to date a woman, be with a woman, I do me, but I go my own way. I guard my wallet. I fuck these chicks, dude. Like, no offense, man. Do it, you know. But I got something for you about the good time song, Mr. Cleveland. I want to say, You took on the name Piano Man from Mr. Illumitami. You took number 6 from Mr. Polly. But you won't even cave for Piano Man? That's a good song, Cleveland. That would rock the
No,
show.
I took number 6 by myself. I took number 6 by myself, and Piano Man was a funny ass comment. And the Good Times thing or whatever it wasn't funny. I didn't think it was funny. So that's all that it is.
He didn't like the Good Times theme. So, I mean, I don't know what else to do with that. He doesn't. But let me. I want to.
But
there was
I do want to say to the new fella going single, one last thing. Seriously, dude, it's not even. People mistake MGTOW for a hatred towards women. I love women. People mistake MGTOW for but like, look at it this way, man. Your finances, your life, even if you had kids, your houses, you cut your loss because is it what your mind had versus what really had, and vice versa. And I'm telling you, if you protect yourself as a man, your sex life, your financial life, your everything life as a man, these crazy chicks, man. But like, that's why men are going to other countries, because the Western propaganda has really hurt culture.
Chill out for a second, Snafu. Flatman X, do you see the question on the screen? Can you answer it? So Steve from the chat wants to know if Flatman X goes down on these bitches. Flatman, just so you know, I've made it known on my show that I'm anti-cunnilingus. I don't think guys have any place down there. I think for a lot of reasons it's bad.
Really?
I've told Z to do the finger cast, the little finger cast. What do you think?
Oh no, it's the fountain of youth down there. It's
hold on, I'm gonna hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me MGTOW. Snafu, I'm gonna put you in the back because I want to get Melodome Austin up to answer the same question, because he's lent his voice regarding this topic in chat previously, but I think Melodome Austin needs to weigh in on this. I'm just going to I'll bring you back up, Snafu, but I just need to focus sometimes. Austin, welcome back to the stream.
What's up? So wait a minute. All right, first of all, my bad, dog. I had to do it, dog. It's out of love, my guy. I love you, dog. And secondly, Z, you don't do that, bro? You tripping, dog?
No,
I'm with Chris on this. It's the fountain of youth.
Yeah,
there is no boundaries for my wife. Like that's all my property right there.
Oh no! I have to disagree. I don't think any guy has it. It's funny because most people do disagree with me. It's not a popular stance that I've taken. Now, I'll say this. Of course, I've been down there before. I'm not speaking from inexperience.
So you didn't get lost and overwhelmed or something?
No, I know my way around there. No, Mr. Miyagi, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the V. It's not a fear thing. It's that I don't think it benefits a man overall to do it, because I was saying earlier, just imagine you're her. Imagine her POV, her point of view. She looks down. Imagine how stupid you look down there like a thirsty dog. It's not, you can't give women that level of validation. It's too much for them. They can't handle it.
Can we get a woman's perspective?
No, you can't ask women about women. They're never going to give you the good advice.
I got my wife right here. And she'll vouch for me. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it's a must. It's a must.
I would turn the table
going down on you.
Imagine you looking down to a chick. Not think that she's the most beautiful thing when you're looking down at her when she's doing you that type of solid. For real.
Right, that's your problem, because you're saying it like those two things are equal. And to me, that's a false it's a false analogy. It's a false equivalency.
Oh, bro,
I object outright, dude, because it's not the same. Going down on you and you going down on her, that's two completely different things,
it's not
man.
the same, but the energies are just as important. in different aspects. That's why there's a male and female energy, and to have the focus only on one, you're doing yourself a disservice and missing a lot of potential power you could be giving yourself by sharing that type of fluid essence with another beautiful conscious creature such as women here, my friend. And let me tell you, I've never been more invigorated to after being a nice lathering slapping of a waterfall coming down my beard and then feeling that energy that they're giving you, bro. They love you more than the freaking power of the
Hey, that's real, dog.
There, bro. You went there, bro. Oh man.
That's the type of the iceberg too, brother. It's a whole nother sexual spiritual level there when you really get down with a chick like that and you're feeling each other and you're letting the godly waters just spresh out from the canal. Boy, I tell you, get down. You gotta know what you're doing. Put your face in it, rub it all around. Come on, Mrs. Z. Wake up, boy. You gotta try it.
All right, here's the thing, guys. As if this conversation couldn't get any more fucked up, I have a Lumitami. I have a Lumitami backstage.
No, not gonna happen. Not happening.
Now, here's the thing. Alumitami, my next guest, is a man who admittedly has had multiple sexual interactions with, I'll just say it, transvestites, transsexuals, trans people, lady boys.
He's gay.
I don't know. I don't know if he's gay. We'll let him decide.
Gay as fuck.
No.
And that's cool. That's cool. I mean, whatever. It's your prerogative, but it is
Tommy,
what it
they're
is.
saying you're gay. So let's let him up. Tommy, I mean, so they're saying you're gay. You have ladyboy experience.
All good,
Tommy, should these guys be going down on these vages? I don't know. Let's hear what Tommy has to say. Tommy, welcome back to the stream.
Yeah, the typical, like, let's talk before he comes up and say a bunch of bullshit. Z, I've slayed more pussy than you, and all the tranny talk is
I didn't say you haven't, bro. Bro,
well, I haven't been fucking transsexual. That's all the act that even the unslaved fall for, dude. Snafu's back there saying I'm a tranny
trannies have
fucker.
you fucked? How many trannies
None,
have you fucked?
dude. Come on.
You know that's not true.
Oh,
you
hold
told
on.
me.
Hold
You
on,
told
I
me you
do
fucked
make
a
the joke. I
tranny
do make
in the
the joke.
Denver airport. You fucked a tranny in the Denver airport.
No,
Admit it.
no, I said I hit on
Now
a
you're gonna
tranny for
backtrack?
3 months before she told me she had a dick because she had been on hormone blockers since she was 7 years old. She was a Filipino, so they're naturally androgynous. I didn't fuck her, but she let me like fucking hit on her with her bubble ass and her fake fucking silicone tits. I didn't fuck her. And if I did, do you think I'd come on these bullshit panels and tell you fucking little dick motherfuckers? Now, I'm really disappointed in this DJ that's saying I'm not going to come up here, not going to happen. I'm only up here to show you my old setup, dude.
No, I didn't. That's not why I was saying that. It wasn't towards that, brother. You took that the wrong
Yeah, but you
way.
guys are like, he gay.
Oh, yeah. Well, you didn't hear that information I just got?
Sounded gay.
And this is the other thing I hate is like when people are like, he gay, and you're like, I'm not gay. And they're like, hey, man, if you're gay, it's cool. I'm like, no, I didn't say I'm gay and it's cool. I said I'm not gay.
All right, you're not
But
gay.
if I was gay,
Congratulations.
Probably
on being
dick girl.
heterosexual like the rest of us.
Yeah,
I do make a
congrats.
lot of dick. I do make a lot of dick girl jokes. But
Oh.
the thing I was joking about the tranny thing is if you ever see one of those videos that's a compilation of TikTok traps and you realize some of those girls are dudes, you start thinking back to all like the club girls that you might have only got a blowjob off of. And you're like, man, if I stood before God, could I really say like, I've never had like a trap suck my dick? Because you'll never see them again. And if you didn't know that time, can any of you that ever just got head off a fucking chick say, I'm sure she didn't have a dick?
Wow,
Yeah, a little
Tommy.
silence of truth, a little silence of honesty there. I like that.
No, it's
Tommy-
the silence of me thinking like, bro, what clubs are you going to, my guy?
No, okay. What internet culture are you blocking? Have you never watched a compilation of TikTok traps?
No, I don't do that.
That's not my algorithm, brother.
No,
Sorry.
no, dickheads. You're not watching it to beat your fucking dick. You're
I watch
watching it to realize, okay, is what the TikTok traps is like it might show you two split screens, and before they show you, you got to decide which one is actually the girl. And I bet you don't get 100% on that quiz.
I've never seen that video. It's never come up.
Oh,
in my
I know it's safe to say because now you're realizing, oh, I probably wouldn't score 100% on that quiz, would you?
Or I'm just not gay and I don't care.
Right.
Oh, so if you look at two girls and you're not sure which one is the guy, that makes you gay?
If I'm looking at two girls, then I'm looking at two girls. I'm not looking at a guy.
Okay. So have you ever seen like what was it, Chaz Bono? Do you think she walks into a men's do you think she walks into a men's room and they go, "Hey chick, get the fuck out of here"? No, they just don't say shit while she goes into a stall. So do you think every trans girl that walks into a girl's bathroom gets kicked out? I think y'all need to stop protecting your fragile egos and understand we live in a day and age that
Hold up, homie. You're the one who's fragile right now. We chilling, and you came in here all tight with like something got shoved up your butt,
I came
dog.
here all tight because I don't recognize you, dude, and I've been fighting these little faggot panels for a year, bro. Don't you know who I am?
I
Oh
told
my
you can't use the F word on my show.
Come hit me up over on the Melodome, bro. Buy a
Bullshit. Hey,
t-shirt.
let me fill you in on something, Z. We showed Bang Bangs on Truther Cop's stream. He didn't do a goddamn thing about it, and that stream's still sitting up. So if you guys want to let Unslavia dictate your views and beliefs, then go right ahead. Because even fucking Pineal Power.
Tommy, I just don't like you saying the F word to gay people on my show. That's all.
Who's
it's
gay?
not about YouTube.
I thought I was the gay one.
Well, that doesn't give you immunity.
Okay, when I say faggot, I identify as gay.
Again, you did it again. I heard you say the N-word in front of Joe Cool like 50 times the other day.
Oh, yeah, he calls me the N-word. And all the black dudes that have ever put a gun in my face called me the N-word when they did. You guys need to get off this whole you think the shape debate is the psyop, and you're telling each other what you can't phonetically sound with your mouth? I'm not saying I walk around Denver calling people N-words, but nobody tells me what phonetic sounds I can make.
We were talking about whether you go down or not, and then it turned into it was just a joke, bro. So are you scared of pussy?
No, I can go elaborate on the go down thing. Like when I was young and new to sex and you're trying not to bust too soon to let her get hers, I would make sure I got at least one just from going down. Like I'd go down on her for at least one just to know it happened, and then you can relax about not getting your nut too soon when you're new to the activity, you know? And now these days when I'm older, it's like somebody in the chat might have pointed out, I'm not going to go down on a lot of like one-nighters that you don't know. Because some of these girls be racking up multiple dicks in a night, you know, and you don't know.
Yeah, nah, you don't do that to strange. That's gross.
Right. But if I'm dating you, if you're staying the night at my house a lot and shit, yeah, man, I'll eat that butthole. I'd like you to shower. You know, maybe we went swimming in chlorine all day.
There ain't enough soap in this whole world.
Oh yes, there is,
sir. Bro.
Right, you gotta be fresh out the shower. You got to do.
Yep, or in the shower. Even in the shower.
Hey, who said that? Rob? Did Rob say that? Fresh out the shower? Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, me and Rob need eye to eye on a lot of sexual stuff with women. Like even noses. We're down with the what do we call it? Like Jew nose, small hat nose, Roman nose.
Oh yeah.
Some ladies.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Tommy, what are you saying, dude? You're out of control. So I'm not surprised.
I'm in my control. I'm free.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yup.
Look, Andrew B said he's not doing that, and he's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, well, Andrew B, he didn't make the biggest showing. I mean, he was respectable. We got along. He didn't make the biggest showing on his points. I believe that he's not doing women-pleasing activities. He seemed a little uptight. No disrespect. All us white dudes get a little uptight from time to time. I can't even touch my toes.
All right, hold on. I got to do the OTW news segment. He's here.
No, you do not. You have a good show going here. You do not need to yoke to OTW. But
Pat,
another thing on going down. Another thing on going down.
Everybody go. Say hi to
everybody. Hey guys.
I don't necessarily have to do it as much with these Chris Strokes proportions. You know, like I don't get a lot of complaints if I don't, because they're just happy to be around them Chris Strokes proportions.
Right, we know you got a monster.
Like I have
You're
the
so
black
proud of your dick. Everybody
know?
knows that's your fucking most prized possession. All right, Tommy, get out of here.
No, let me show the DJ my old setup. Look, bro, this was the original. Fuck, I'm flaking on the name because it's been so many years.
They look like some techniques. Gemini.
Oh, of course, those are Technics MK2s, bro. I have all kinds of DMC championships on VHS, but this was the first early shit where your like laptop music was controlled by your time controlled vinyls. Oh man, those were the days. And you didn't have to give me no requests. Your uptight uncle that never hits the dance floor, I'd get him out there. No requests. I'll figure him out. I'll get you all on the dance floor. I'll have your grandmother swinging her cardigan above her head going, woo! I'm like, damn, we've never seen her do that shit. I'm like, I know. It's for the love. It was all for
right,
the
Tommy,
love.
much love. See you later, dude. Check out
Sure.
Luma Tommy, his network. What the fuck's your channel called?
It's
Promote your
just
channel.
this. You just click on this, and there's a couple videos more to come. Probably hating on your favorite hosts, including OTW. Look at this fake ass news. I'm gonna blow that news away, OTW, and they all know it. Rob knows it. Let Rob tell you about it.
Andrew B's going at you from the chat, Tommy. No, he's gone. It's all right. We'll get to you guys later. Andrew B and Tommy had a flat Earth debate maybe a week ago on the show. Must see TV. Luma Tommy, everybody. He's crazy. All right, everybody else. Get the hell out of here so I can get to the OTW segment. You guys got any final words? Austin, Melodome? What's up, bro? You got anything coming up?
No, we got it's Father's Day, so that's on Sunday. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We're gonna be taking that Sunday off, and little Melodome rewind. We got an old stream coming up, a True Earth debate. I brought on a Globy friend, and me, Flatman X, Trouble and Tribune, and Dave Weiss, Flat Smack, my Globy friend, and it was very entertaining. So go check that out.
I remember that guy. It was insane. He's worse than Luma Tommy.
Yeah, he's gotten worse since then. I actually think we created an anti-flurf because now he's just trolling Austin Witzett's pages, and I see him following McToon. So, yeah.
Well, because, dude, he sees the numbers, dude. If you're an anti-flurfer, anti-flat earther, that's equals millions and millions of views and probably a lot of fiat.
Right.
It's funny how that happens. So, yeah, much love to, I forget his name. He was a douchebag.
Yeah, Adam, definitely. Douchebag.
Yeah. All right, much love, Austin.
Later, guys.
Flatman X. Flatman X, what do you got for us, dude?
Same old. You can check my channels. I'm gonna have some new videos coming out soon with my new software that I'm hooking up. So, Telegram, Rockfin, YouTube, all the places I be at, and True Earth University on Facebook. A lot of my material and videos are there too. But y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for letting me on your show, Z. Good to see everybody, and I'll let y'all later. Have a great weekend, y'all.
Peace out, big dog. All right, Rob. I don't know if you're still there, but I hope you feel better after today. I hope.
Stop mischaracterizing me. What I'm saying.
All right, fair enough, Rob. Fair enough. I'll take that for what it's worth, homie. Much love, big dog. Much love.
Thank you.
Peace out, Holmes. All right, everybody. Moving right along. Let's get to the news, the headlines from across the Truthiverse. And here to bring it to us, your friend and mine. He's kooky, he's zany, he's French-Canadian. He chain smokes spliffs. We're all wondering, Patrick, is there more weed or more tobacco in those things? Or do you just even it out nicely? Either way, maybe he'll let us know. Welcome back to the stream. Patrick from OTW News. Patrick.
OTW! All right, welcome back to OTW Breaking News Alert. We have our top story for today. Jack Talcott appearing on Anton Daniels' live stream and making a fool of himself. Absolutely admitting directly on live stream that he is a gold bag chaser, gold digger, capitalist, but he's against wars. So I don't know how he's going to explain that one, but, be sure to tune in. Paul covered it. We also covered it yesterday, a tad on OTW News. So go check that out. What do you think, sir?
I mean, would we expect anything less from our friend, Mr. Talcott, who we all love? Of course, he's going to go for the bag. He's going to go for the glitz and the glory and all that stuff. And I don't blame you, Jack. I'm not even saying this in a negative way. He's kind of riding whatever wave that he's presented with, right? So, hey, if you're going to be out there, you want to be riding the waves, You can only ride the waves that come along, right? So he sees something in front of him, he's going for it. Much love, Jack. Peace and blessings to you, my friend. Peace and blessings. I'm still waiting for you to come on the show, Jack. You don't have to come here forever, but you stop in, we'll do a skit, we'll get out of here. But he's on the bigger and better things. Apparently, Anton Daniels has hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So whatever it takes, Jack. But I will say, though, Patrick, what are Anton Daniels' ethics, morals? What is that, his ideology? He appears to be nothing more than a black Christian grifter. So he's doing the Christian grift, but for the black folks. It's like TD Jakes. So basically, Anton or Antoine Daniels is the metaversal version of TD Jakes. He's just grifting all you people using the fucking Christian bullshit. So if Jack wants to associate himself with somebody of that caliber for shekels and fiat, surely, of course, Jack could do it. I don't know if I'd make the same choice. How about you, OTW News?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I haven't run after Mr. Anton Daniels. I've seen other panel walkers and other broadcasters go over there and suck up to him and because of the viewers. But I'm kind of like you. I like the organic growth. You know what I'm saying? And especially he's got a channel that's pretty specific, right? And a specific audience as well. So I believe that I don't know, man. You gotta don't look stupid when you go up on a channel like that, And I know what I'm talking about because I've been on Bro Sanchez's channel, And at least I made sure that I didn't look too stupid when I went there, and I didn't say, kept it short and sweet. And I also noticed that our friend Flatman, he sounds Canadian. Is that me or?
No, I don't think he. I might be wrong. He's his ethnicity is like Greek and like Dominican or something, some kind of Hispanic. But I don't know. I don't know if he's Canadian or what. I don't think he's Canadian, but honestly, I don't know. He doesn't seem Canadian to me. Canadians have a certain vibe. He doesn't have that Canadian vibe to me. So he says, "I'm in Florida." Yeah, he's in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Dominican and Greek, which I can see. He embodies both of those ethnic characteristics. But what do you got for us, dude? What else do you have for us?
All right, second story for today. We have nothing really, really hectic, but somewhat interesting. We have Mr. Jason John Swartz doing lives and only having one viewer and one person in his chat, which is Nub's Revenge. So figure that one out, ladies and gentlemen.
His mom's, because we know that Jason John Swartz's biggest fan and most active chat member is his mother. So his mother has basically abandoned him at this point, and now it's just down to his biggest troll, Nubs. That's funny. Wow.
Yeah. So his viewers are down to one, and that viewer is Nubs.
Well, I mean, I made my comments on Jason John Swartz yesterday. I'll say it again here. I think his biggest issue is he streams for hours on end when he's clocked in his job as a fucking respiratory therapist. So, I mean, honestly, that's probably my biggest issue with him. Not like it's my problem, but it's kind of weird to me that he's on the clock getting paid and he's streaming at the same time. He's supposed to be a healthcare worker. Maybe pay attention to your patients a little bit more and Nubs a little bit less, Jason. All right, go ahead.
All right.
Proceed,
so
sir.
For our third story for today is actually almost a top story, but we decided to leave it for last just to keep things a little suspenseful. But Miss Panel Walker, verily, is pregnant, ladies and gentlemen, and is also debating the fact whether or not she should have an abortion or go on with the pregnancy and have the child. So this is one of the controversial stories that was being talked about yesterday, and now this is one of the breaking news alerts for today. What are your thoughts, sir?
Fuck, Patrick. You know me. I'm almost never at a loss for words. Anybody who knows me knows that. I could have came on here for 3 hours by myself and literally never shut up. That being said, Patrick, I am at a loss for words.
Wow. All right. So those are our top stories for today on this Saturn Day, the 17th of June. Heavy rain over here in Montreal, Canada.
Right on, man.
All right.
Yeah, a fair number of the audience, Patrick, really likes this segment. They look forward to the this OTW news segment, man. It's definitely a keeper. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about the Verily thing. I mean, you know, it's kind of real life right in front of us. In a lot of ways, I'm a little confused, flummoxed, and otherwise why she would yeah, Nobu says I don't know why she would bring that up as a topic in front of people.
Well, maybe it's something that should be talked about.
Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. You know, I'm not saying she did anything wrong morally by bringing it up. I just, you know, I'm just wondering if that's really, you know, something that's in her interest to be discussing, that's, you know, in front of people. But I don't know, man. I mean, you know, she's made no, she hasn't tried to hide her history. We know she was, let's say, participated in the sex industry, so to speak. She's had sex on camera for money. It's still available, apparently, if you search it. RealColoradoGirls.com, I think. Not like I spent a lot of time looking into it, but I don't know. Who knows? So we know she's kind of, you know, she's can be considered a quote unquote sex worker for what it speaks, for what it is, at least in the past. I don't know about now. She's quite attractive. She's sexy. She's a little too domineering and dominant for the likes of yours truly. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm gonna leave it there, bro.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Great, great stream. Watched it the whole time.
Yeah, you were up today, man. I was on London Man's last night. We had a good stream over on London Man's channel, and our old friend Mr. Liedke stopped by and
All right,
chopped it up with us, bro. Yeah,
I was sleeping at that time. I popped in. It was like around 7:30, so I missed maybe an hour and a half of the show.
Yeah, it was Mr. Liedke stopped by, and
awesome.
I was razzing him because he has a new lady friend, and he's running around he's running around the metaverse like a fucking giddy schoolboy with his new lady love. So, you know, I had to bust it. You know me, I had to bust his chops up a little bit about that. You know what I mean, Martin? If you're gonna be tramping around with your lady and stuff, I'm gonna, you know, there's no way I'm not gonna comment on it. But much love. Everybody was happy for him. All the ladies were so, oh my god, they're such a cute couple. How'd they meet? Like Trish Bastone was there. She was so interested in trying to find out how they met and stuff. Like she was way into it. So much love, Martin. Many blessings to you and the lovely Cheryl. Much love. Look, Heidi is trying to insinuate or ask the question that if Verily's child is Paul on slaves. Who knows?
Well,
who knows? I mean, I don't know what
the
they do in IRL, but
the story is the facts are that it was a redhead that she had intercourse
right. With. You know what's funny?
So
because I knew that because I remember certain things. And a few weeks ago, she said, "Oh, I met this really cute redhead guy, and I'm probably going to be starting to hook up with him." And look where we are now. You know, now she's fucking pregos by some rando redhead guy. You know, son of the Nephilim himself. Give me a break. Yeah, I know Trish Bastone. You were trying to make a point that Martin likely met his lady love online and that I should have no problems with meeting Heidi online or Christy Lee Dolls or any other you fine fucking ladies. Or even you, Pamela Mystical Musings. I know you said you're kind of taken in a relationship, but don't think if I ever make my way out to Arizona, I'm not going to hit you up. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right, Pat. Let's wrap it up, dude. You going live after this?
No, maybe later on today, like you know, like 5 or 6 hours from now, like around supper time. Maybe I'll do a few hours there. The Saturn Day bit that I do there, but not this morning. The Grand Rising show is a weekday show, so
gotcha.
What I do on the weekend is spontaneous, and we'll never know if I do show up or if I. But I pretty much might show up just for like supper time or something. supper time.
Yeah,
my
right
time.
on.
Yeah, Eastern time. So
Samantha in the chat is saying that that Verily is not pregnant. So I don't know. Maybe she knows something you don't. I mean, where did you get this information from, Pat, regarding the lovely Verily? Did she
said
claim
it
herself that she's
on-
pregnant?
She came up
Okay.
on panel and said it. So it could have been a bit not been, or maybe she was talking for somebody else. I don't know. But it most likely seemed like she was the one who was pregnant and was, but maybe, I don't know, dude. This is what she said yesterday. So between yesterday and today, the story might have changed. I don't know.
All right. So
we'll have
we
to
have
give you updates
unconfirmed
on that.
reports.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Unconfirmed. Gotcha. Much love. All right, Patrick. Peace out, homie. I'll see you around, dude.
Rock and roll. Much love.
That's Patrick. OTW News. All right, everybody. We've reached that time of the morning where I bid you farewell. But I don't bid you adieu. I'll just say au revoir until we meet again. Adios, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other. I stole that from Jerry Springer. Yeah. Appreciate Mystical. Pamela, you got to laugh. Glad we made you laugh this morning. Much love to everybody. Much love to everybody. Peace and love, peace and love.